Monday Night Football, baby. We're here.
Touchdown in 46 seconds. Punches back. Touchdown.
Back live on the Run Pure Sports YouTube channel here, talking a little best ball here, fantasy football season in June, and it's still hot, and we're going to draft some winners on DraftKings here, talking mainly the $25, $3 million to first, $20 million best ball tournament on DraftKings, the biggest tournament in best ball going right now. And I wanted to fire a few of these things in here. I will be joined in a little bit by my guy, Felix Castro, former Millie Maker winner over on DraftKings as well. But he can't get in for probably at least another hour or so. So I said, screw it. I'll go live. I'll start us off and rip a few and see how this thing goes here. I wanted to get a couple in today here. So if you want to join and get in on the draft, I'm going to be jumping in a sec. I also want to check out my exposures. We're almost through June here. So I do want to check out and see where I'm at with, all the positions, see who I'm high on, who I have very little of, which I will go through at some point during this show here. I'm going to jump in a $25 best ball contest over on DraftKings. So if anyone wants to join, I'm clicking in right now so you guys can hop in. Like I said, $25 to enter, $3 million to first. We're 5 of 12. So let's hopefully get this thing filled here. And then we will start this soon. But yeah, I wanted to get on here. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning. I'll be on for a little bit. I'm going to rip a few drafts here, so should be fun. I'm going to get the contest up now. Hopefully it fills soon, and then we'll get this thing going. We're 7 of 12 here. Let's go, Josh. Josh is in. Love to see it. Still 4 spots left, 8 of 12 here. So if you want to get in, you want to draft with us, come on in, draft. Got my nifty side kick tool ready to go here as well. Screen share is up. We are rolling here. So make sure you guys hit the like button too. Check us out, runpuresports.com. If you haven't tried us out, we got a little promo code going, 20% off your first payment. Cup 2026 will get you that on any non-saber package on the board at runpuresports.com. And you can use that, like I said, for anything. We got World Cup going on right now. It's fire. Soccer is hot right now. Our content is on fire. Rubio Dimes, Third and Schlong. They've been doing a show just about every day, breaking down the World Cup and everything you need to know to win in DFS, to win in betting. And I just couldn't recommend it more. We have a full hub for World Cup, custom projections you can get nowhere else but at runpuresports.com. So if you're into soccer, you're into the World Cup, check it out. Try it out. Those guys will be going live too at 1 p.m. today. So 1 p.m. if you want to check out the soccer show, that's when it will start. I think they're trying to do it about 2 hours before the first game. So yeah, check that show out. It'll be after us here on this YouTube channel. That's why you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Wake and bake. Jay Gibbs, what's going on, man? Good to see you, Sweet Leaf. Always good to have you in chat. And 101 for you as well. It's a good way to wake and bake and get Jameer Gibbs at the 101. You love to see it. All right, so we've got my guy Sweet Leaf in here. Colts fan 12 here. Bybecker. Jets drop bombs. I don't know about that, but myself in the 5th spot. T Park number 6. KR1M1. Null in the 7th spot here. If you guys are in this too, and I don't know your username, let me know which spot you're picking in, by the way. But we got Nabs 034, Tubber 12, Zipperfly 30001, Jay Braxton 17, and 1,000 Tris later at the 12th spot here. So we're ready to roll here. 5 spot. We'll see what happens here. JSN You know, I clicked the JSN at the 5 spot, but not that, honestly, I don't get the 5 spot a ton. You can see with the ownership here, 6% on JSN. And you know what? I'm kind of fine with it because, to be honest, out of every, or I don't want to say out of everyone because that's not true, but out of a lot of these top tier receivers, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Puka Nakua, Jamar Chase, which honestly you can see I don't have a ton of here. You know, I feel not great about JSN. He had the best year you could ever expect someone like him to have last year. So we're buying him at, I think, close to his absolute ceiling. Now, maybe you could say his ceiling is the 101 or something like that, which may be true, but it does make me a little nervous, the JSN stuff. Falls to me in this spot. And I feel, look at my Christian McCaffrey. You could see the guys that I pick and the guys that I don't. I have very big stands in the first round. Honestly, maybe two biggest stands in the first round, if I'm being completely honest with people here. But you know what? I'm gonna do something different. I don't know. You see, I have Christian McCaffrey ranked pretty low, but I'm gonna take Christian McCaffrey there, just because I went on the spiel about JSN and I want to try and set up. I do like San Francisco, and I want to try and set something up here. So I'll take McCaffrey and see what happens. But yeah, I think JSN, if you look at all the receivers and if you look at all the coaching, hires and departures and stuff, I think Clint Kubiak leaving Seattle and leaving that offense is going to affect JSN just a little bit, to the point where maybe he's not, giving us the season we were hoping for. Maybe he's still a solid pick, but not the ultimate type of pick that he was last year when he was just the absolute smash in fantasy. If you drafted him in the third round, I mean, he was the best value on the board when we look back at it, or at least one of. You could make the case before Daniel Jones went down, JT was a pretty damn good value too. He's also going in the first round, but yeah, that's kind of my take on JSN. I think Clint Kubiak, and he falls to 8. So maybe we got a few people listening here. A T Park goes JT. My guy Josh, who says he's in the 7 spot here. Nice logo, by the way, Josh. We love to see it. Amon-Ra St. Brown. You saw my St. Brown love, so I'm in on Amon-Ra St. Brown. JSN falling to 8. I mean, Nabs might be able to get maybe a somewhat unique start here, depending on who he goes. Genty goes in the first round at 9, which I personally have Genty as, I think, a first round pick. So I'm okay with it. He goes Genty Hampton. We got Justin Jefferson London for Zipperfly. CeeDee Lamb Barkley, I think, is fun start. And then at the turn, James Cook and Kenny Walker. Big on Kenny Walker here. All right. So we're almost up here. The kick is got Achane at the top. I not big on Achane, another guy you can see. When I say I take stands, I'm not kidding. You see that Brock Bowers love right there. Definitely when you go Brock Bowers too, I figured you were not going to take Devon Achane here. Let's see. I have Henry ahead of Achane. I could do a Miami thing, though. I am in on Malik Willis. You know what? Let's do it. Let's go Christian McCaffrey and Devon Achane. 2 running backs that I very rarely pick. But you know what? I took Christian McCaffrey at 5. I might as well take another running back that I very rarely click on in the second round, and that would be Mr. Achane. When he falls to, the 20s or later, I think it's a much better pick in this situation here, especially on DraftKings. Definitely not into it on UD. I think he's a way worse pick over. I think he's a terrible pick over there, to be honest with you. You need, because the run game is going to take the biggest hit Besides the checkdowns, which I think could be hit or miss with Malik Willis, but maybe that sticks. Maybe they figure it out. They work that in just to get him more touches, to get him out in space more. But I think the run game and the offensive line is going to take a hit with no Mike McDaniel specifically. So I think you're gonna need the pass catching upside. You're gonna need him to get check downs and hope Malik Willis can kind of figure that out during the year. So yeah, that's the way I look. We got my guy Rich in chat. Good to see you. Morning JSU. Draft some winners. That's the goal, Rich. That's always the goal here. My guy Matty Ice as well. Love my guy. What's going on to you, brother, as well? We are back up. CMC Devin Achan is the start, and this is exactly what I wanted, actually. I wanted Devontae Smith to fall. I'm going to get him here. So I got my Week 17 Devontae Smith CMC going right now. I like that. What's going on, Corey in the house? Morning, y'all. Hope the day is going well for everyone. Hope the day is going well for you, my friend. Also, too, if anyone's into MMA, normally we do a show on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern time when we have lock at the normal 5 p.m. start. But tomorrow's lock is at 9 a.m. But me and Mike couldn't figure out a time today to get on together to do one. So we're going to actually do one up to lock tomorrow. So if you're an early bird, you're going to be up for the card. We're going to go live at 7:30. We'll take you guys right up to just about lock at 9 a.m. Eastern time for MMA winners. So if you're into MMA, you want to check that show out, me and Mike will be going live on this channel, 7:30, early bird here. You got to get up to get the winners, but that's the way it goes. Or you can use code Cup 2026 and you can get that 20% and sign up. And I'll have all my content up, today at some point, just because of the early card. But just in case anyone wanted to know for that, back to the draft board here. Let's see. Maddie, I'll rip one 100%. Let's do a you want to do the you know what? Let's do a $10. You want to try and jump in? I'll jump in right now, Matty Ice. If you're into it, we'll jump in the $10 10 entry max. I think what's it, the chain mover or something like that? Let me know if you're interested in it. I'll jump in and we'll see if we can get it filled. All right, I'm in. I'll jump in that right now. Do a little multi-table. Nothing wrong with a little multi-tabling. Let's see here. I got to make sure I still pay attention to this board here. Can't lose track of the winners. All right, so this one that I'm jumping in on DraftKings is the $10 chain mover. If anyone wants to get in. We're 7 of 12. Oh, this might fill quicker than I thought here. So if you want to get in on that, that's $10 to enter. Matty Ice, pay attention for me. Let me know when that thing fills because I had to enter on my phone. So let me know when that thing gets going here. All right, so back to the board. We've got a couple things here. So the turn went Cook, Kenny Walker, Loveland, and Ladd. Ladd drops to the first pick in the 4th round. That's interesting here. Jay Braxton going CeeDee Lamb, Barkley, Malik Neighbors, Travis Etienne. Man, I'm Javonte Williams. Every time I see Javonte Williams, I just feel like it's not a good pick. Josh going Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, and then Josh Allen. That's a fun start right there. I don't take a lot of Josh Allen, but that is, I think, a very interesting start here. Only a couple more left to fill in the $10 chain mover if anyone wants that. Luther Burden, my guy, goes right there at pick 42. All right, T Park. Don't do it to me, T Park. Don't you dare. Goes Tedero McMillan here, and I'm just gonna get my guy. I'm just gonna go Mike Evans. I set up my San Francisco, Philly, I got a little Miami in there. I'm feeling all right about that start. CMC, Achane, Devontae Smith, and Mike Evans. Jets drop bombs 15. Stumbled across as we were in the draft together. Good to have you here, man. Appreciate you stumbling across us here. Let's check out what you got rocking. You got a Puka Nakua, Derrick Henry, Jeremiah Love, Josh Jacobs. Nice fall on him. Start. All right, I can get on board with it. I will say, I know I'm a Cardinals. I'm an Arizona hater this year. Last year I was very down on Washington after the big year the year before. This year I'm a Cardinals hater. But I will say, out of all the Cardinals that if you made me draft one, Jeremiah Love in the third round is probably the best pick. I don't like Trey McBride as much, especially in the second round. I think it's a little much. I'm not in on Michael Wilson and Marvin Harrison, where they're going right now. I'm not in on the quarterback situation. I think Jacoby Brissett could play half the year. We could see a little Minshew mania. Carson Beck. I fully believe Carson Beck is going to start at some point in the year. I'm thinking the last couple games because their schedule is so brutal. If we go and look at that schedule, it is so damn brutal. But David Montgomery's here. I think he's just the safe pick on the board, and I'm okay since I have CMC and Achane, who I feel like have the massive ceiling stuff, maybe a little downside to him. I feel like taking a guy like Montgomery, who's just safe. I know people don't love him or there's mixed feelings about him, but I feel like just taking that safe guy who's going to get a ton of touches. They're going to play, with a good defense. I think they're going to really lean on him a lot. 20 plus touches a game, I feel is pretty good for David Montgomery. They wanted a bell cow back. Woody Marks is terrible. It makes so much sense in the world for a team like this, I think, to draft a guy like David Montgomery. But back to the Cardinals stuff here. I just think it's such a huge thing when you look at it and you're like, okay, I want to stack. I want to stack. It's really hard because I'm like, Carson Beck is probably going to be the quarterback at some point this year because look at that schedule, man. It's so brutal. And you know what? I'm going to pull it up right now. This schedule, this is what the Cardinals have to go through the first 12 or 13 weeks here. Arizona, let me just pull it up real quick. All right, so at the Chargers, then at home against Seattle, at the 49ers, at the Giants, at home against the Lions, at the Rams, the Broncos at home, at Dallas, at the Seahawks, Rams at home, at the Chiefs, Washington. Okay, there's the first, I feel like, somewhat easy game. Or Giants, I guess you can say somewhat easy too, but I don't know about that. I think the Giants could be okay. Then at home versus the Eagles, and then we get to the cupcakes here. The Jets, the Saints, the Raiders, weeks 15, 16, 17. So I don't know about the pass catchers, but Jeremiah Love could definitely win in those late weeks. Man, it's tough to start. It's tough to, feel comfortable about Carson Beck. Now we got this chain mover to fill, by the way. I'm picking in the 5th spot here. And when this draft's done, I'll pull that thing up and we'll get it going. But appreciate everyone filling that. So that's good. Get a couple in there. But yeah, if anyone's got any questions, feel free to throw them in the chat and I'll get to them here. I do. I took NFL receiving TD leader Mike. If Mike Evans plays 17 games, I feel really good about him scoring a shitload of touchdowns here. All right. The kick is saying Brian Thomas Jr. here. I'm so back and forth on what to do with these guys. I have 5% Brian Thomas. Man, I do need a receiver though. No, I'm going to go Jalen Hurts. Sorry, kick. I decided to pivot last second. I decided to pivot. I just didn't want to get in a situation where I just got sniped with Jalen Hurts here. So that guy goes Drake May, Jets dropping bombs, Devontae Adams. Ooh, Devontae Adams, Puka, and then he goes Drake May. Same bye week too. That's interesting. Brian Thomas goes. I figured he wasn't going to get back to me. So we'll see. I like what this guy in the one spot did here. Gibbs, Pickens, right? I'm saying this guy, Sweetleaf. Gibbs, Pickens, Rice, McLaurin, Swift. I think that's a pretty good start. Damn, Sweetleaf. Damn it, Sweetleaf. You got the kick up. Tony Pollard's a good pick. Oh, look at who's at the top of my my kick right now. Marvin Harrison. I don't know about that. Just saying. Just saying. You'll always take Tootin in the 5th round. Did you see my Tootin exposure? Did anyone see it? I'm going to stay on brand. I got a shitload of Tootin. I love it. I love taking Tootin here in the 5th round. Texans defense will set me up. I agree. I agree. And he's going to get all those touches, by the way. I feel very confident about that. You know what? I'm just going to continue with the theme here. The theme is Philly, San Francisco. Take Mekhi Lemon because I don't think he's going to make it back to me. And yeah, I want my full on stack. So Pepper Tony, what's going on, brother? GMTU. Jets drop bombs. He's on the kick too. I see you. I see you. Sidekick user. That I should have figured that when you took Drake May there with those guys. I should have figured that was a kick thing. Thank you, Maddie. Maddie's keeping me. I gotta pull this thing up on my desktop here. Give me one sec. That way, at least I can. Because doing it on my phone while talking is just not the way. It's not the way. All right. Now at least I got this thing up on my desktop, so hopefully I don't miss a pick here, but you never know. Try my best. Want to see the whole draft board still. All right. Now I got that up. Biggest surprise you have seen this year on Best Ball. Biggest surprise I've seen this year on Best Ball. I mean, surprise. What's a surprise? I still will contend that the Rashid Rice going to jail and his ADP goes up to like the 3rd or 4th round, and now he's back at like the 2-3 turn is very interesting. AJ Brown not getting his price baked in when everyone knew he was going to be a Patriot, I think is a surprise. I think from like the board perspective, though, from like a pick perspective, I'm surprised at how much love there is still for Bucky Irving and Jadarian Price. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Bucky Irving, and I will contend that, I've talked with very sharp people. In certain backfields, they're like, well, this backfield, you got to worry about this guy and this guy. There's 3 guys there. Well, Bucky Irving for sure has to deal with multiple guys, in which when I went back and looked at all the numbers with Sean Tucker and with Kenny Gainwell and Bucky Irving last year, and I get it, Bucky Irving was banged up and there was stuff going on. Maybe he wasn't all there. But Kenneth Gainwell and Sean Tucker were arguably just better in pretty much all of the major categories in statistics and analytics. Like, that's just a fact. Go back and look at them and you will see. I'm up right now. Jaden Reed does do the week 17 thing. I'm going to take Brock Purdy, though. Just get my quarterback. And I'll be honest, like Kenny Gainwell showed a lot to me last year. Like he was so good. Oh my God, this can't be real. All right. There we go. So went a little different start on this one, but that's okay. Um, yeah, it's just I don't even if he's good, right? Let's say Bucky's good, Matty Ice. Let's just say for argument's sake, like Bucky Irving is better this year. Um, all the off field stuff, maybe the injuries, whatever was going on with him, he figures that all out. When you're getting out touched at the goal line 9-0 inside the 5, that's an issue. Like that's just an issue for fantasy purposes. That's a big deal because now you are losing out on those valuable touches that we want for fantasy points. So then, okay, I think Bucky Irving's a good pass catcher. But what did the Bucks do this offseason? They said, you know what? We're going to go out and get the pass catcher at running back, who was also a pretty good runner last year, too, on top of it. So, like, all that stuff makes me feel really nervous. Like Kenneth Gainwell to me is, I think, a pretty damn good back, man. I think he may be underrated at this point. And I'm sorry, but Josh Downs at pick 101. I'm sorry. I'm not passing up Josh Downs at pick 101. If I get Josh Downs in the hundreds, I'm clicking him. As long as I don't need something else, I'm clicking him 100 out of 100 times. That is a value. Josh Downs, by the time we get into like training camp and everything in preseason, I think Josh Downs is going to be going in the 80s at some point this year. So that's why I have him ranked. I'm way higher on the field than Josh Downs. Godwin's your favorite Tampa Bay click. I could see that because Chris Godwin is, when he's on the field, is going to get, he's gonna line up and get some of the easy targets, right? Where it's kind of set up. Where like I think Ted Hurst and McMillan, I think they're going to be doing a lot more of the clear out stuff. So like Abuka and Godwin are going to be doing more of the, well, Abuka will be doing all around for sure, but like more of the underneath too. And you kind of want that. I think that's going to be Godwin's thing. So like Godwin on DraftKings makes sense. Don't like him as much on FanDuel, but makes sense. But I like McMillions for the price. I think he is the best Tampa target by the price. And I'm up again here. I'm going to take old Brees. So yeah, that's just my opinion. I get that the Tampa Bay wide receivers, I think, is tough in general because you got Godwin, who's been banged up. He's older. You don't really know what's going to happen long term with him. Can he stay healthy for a full year? Has he kind of lost it? But I do think when he's out there, he's going to garner some solid target share, especially with no Mike Evans. Baker's definitely the most comfortable with Chris Godwin. I don't get the Abuka price to me seems like a lot. And like I said, McMillian seems like he's kind of undervalued. Maybe because people don't know where he kind of slots in. Is he an X? Is he a Z? Where does he kind of slot in? Where's his best role? And do they just have better guys for those roles already on the team? That's kind of the stuff here. Pepper Tony says Bucks running backs trending to be gross and mostly unusable for our purposes here. Sean Tucker will still feel fine. Clicked at cost. I agree. Sean Tucker, I think, just because of where he's going, makes the most sense. But let's be honest, what you're going to need out of that situation, you're going to need an injury. You're going to need one of Bucky or Kenny Gainwell or Sean Tucker to kind of go down, I think, to really get what you want out of that backfield. All right, so Jalen Hurts, CMC, Achane, Devontae Smith, Mike Evans, Mekhi Lemon, David Montgomery, Brock Purdy, and Josh Downs here. Jacoby Myers at the top of the kick. He makes sense for like a little bit of safety. Casey Concepcion. I'll take Jacoby Myers. I think my team needs a little bit of just like security. I don't think Jacoby Myers is like anything special, but I do think he could just give me some solid, like a couple solid weeks where he hits my teams. And I think this team, it kind of makes sense for him. So, yeah, but I do agree. The Bucks, the backfield is just, it's tough to sell myself on unless you're just like, hey, listen, I'm going to take Sean Tucker late and maybe he just gets some touchdowns. Maybe he just lucks into some goal line touchdowns. Maybe he lucks into Bucky going down again. And he's a good running back, which I think he is. I do agree that he is a good running back. I agree with that. So, yeah, that could be the take. Maybe Kenny Gainwell just outplays Bucky too. I don't know if anyone's brought that up, but like Kenny Gainwell, I thought at times like Jalen Warren and him. Jalen Warren was actually underrated too when I went back and looked at it. But I thought Kenny Gainwell, like on that team, made the most sense being out there with Aaron Rodgers, just the way he likes to use the running back. But Kenny Gainwell was good, man. He was good last year. Much better than I thought. Even as a runner, he was good. So I did think that was interesting. All right, so we are back up here. Jalen Hurts. We got Brock Purdy. Let's see here. Mark Andrews goes. The kick is saying Casey Concepcion here. I don't hate Casey, but I think I'm just gonna take Goddard. So give me Goddard, and let's keep it moving here. I want to just make sure I want to miss out, and I need a tight end anyways, so it kind of made the most sense to me. Gainwell as an RB3, you have a lot of Corey. On DraftKings, he makes a lot of sense. And like I said, too, we can still lock in to the nut roll for one of these guys. Like Bucky to me just seems the grossest because he's going in the 50s. That's why. I'd be doing the same thing if Kenny Gainwell was the one going in the 50s instead of Bucky. You know what I mean? Like whoever is the highest price running back, I'd be talking down the most. It's just that it's Bucky. Gainwell does on DK make some sense here, but I kind of agree with Pepper Tony's take of like if everyone's there, it kind of makes them all like probably pretty gross if they all just stay healthy. I think that's the true take, in my opinion, here. I drafted a ton of Tucker last year. He got a great run out with Bucky stuff and still fell a little flat. He did because when Bucky came back, it just killed him. So, again, he's just one of those guys. Like, what you want, Joseph, is you want that run out in like weeks 14, 15, 16, 17. That's kind of what you want. You want Tucker to do nothing all year, and then all of a sudden, Bucky goes down, and Tucker just comes in and smashes, and nobody has him, and your team somehow made it there without him doing squat, which could happen because he is so cheap. That's what you want if you take a guy like Sean Tucker. Or it's just like you have a thin running back room, and maybe he gives you 4 weeks at some point during the season that are salvageable, you know? That could be it too. I wouldn't be shocked if Gainwell stole more and more work as the season went on from Bucky. Not that I don't think Bucky's good. I think Gainwell is very good. Chris Rodriguez goes. Oh, Joshua. Unbelievable. I almost called you Joseph. Joshua. What are we doing, man? I thought this was a friend stream. I thought we were friends. No friends in best ball, apparently. Just none. They said, screw that, JSU. We're not friends. Who do I want here? The kick is saying get a quarterback. I do have. All right, I took Chig. Honestly, that was technically an auto draft, but I was going between CJ Stroud and Chig anyways, so I'll live with it. CJ Stroud goes. I don't know if I even want a third quarterback. Do I need a third quarterback on this team? I mean, Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy's pretty damn good. I don't think I want it. I mean, ball, Josh. I respect it. I didn't want you to do it because I wanted him on my team. But I can't fault you for doing it. I think that was the right pick. Especially, let's see your team here. You went Tootin, Stevenson, Rashad. Oh yeah, you needed that. That was the right pick for sure. That was the right pick. Nah, 2 QB meta. No, you don't. Yeah, I'm with you guys. I mean, come on. I don't mind Daniel Jones. I got some Daniel Jones. I got some CJ Stroud, but like, I don't really want to be taking quarterbacks after Malik Willis. I think after Malik Willis, like, it's just a drop off. I don't love it. Omar Cooper goes there. Danny Dimes does make it back, but nah, I'm gonna roll with it here. Brenton Strange goes. That's unfortunate. I wanted some Brenton Strange here. I'm gonna take Jalen Nailor. What if Jalen Nailor is wide receiver 2? Because he won't be wide receiver 1. That'll be Brock Bowers. See, my problem with Travis Hunter is I'll be doing the what if Travis Hunter's wide receiver 3 on his team. Because that's what we're hoping for. Like we're hoping that he is wide receiver 3 and gets on the field more. So that's it feels like a gross click. I have a good amount of Travis Hunter because he goes so late. So I still click him, but it does feel gross the more I think about it. Yeah, Daniel. So what I worry about with Daniel Jones is another leg injury, and I get a nice quinch on fall over here. So another leg injury, and a lot of his upside was like him pushing that rock at the goal line. Do they run some of those plays with this injury? You know what I mean? Or do they just feed JT even more at the goal line? Well, you know what I mean? We need that. So I do agree that the upside could be decent when he falls like that, but I just worry. He's had so many bad injuries in his career. I mean, how many more injuries can he take? Can't be that many. All right, so I got a 2-3. What do we got? 6-2 start here. So I'm all right. Might be falling behind a little bit on the running backs, but I think there's some late gems we can attack here. So I don't mind it. I have a hard time spending $500 for a product just to IKB it. I get it. I've done literally like over 500 drafts now. You gotta, some of the time you gotta lean into what you want, lean into some of your stuff. but I get just going with the tool. I mean, the tool's great. I love the sidekick. And there'll be some drafts where I just click the top guy. Let's see. Definitely not doing the Aaron Rodgers thing here. You know, the Dylan Sampson thing, though, don't mind. Dylan Sampson. I hate clicking Dalton Schultz. That's a click I hate. Let's do Dylan Sampson here. Another guy I think fits well in the DraftKings scoring model. All right, so we're looking all right here. Christian McCaffrey, Devin Achane, Devontae Smith, Mike Evans, David Montgomery, Jalen Hurts, Mekhi Lemon, Brock Purdy, Josh Downs, Jacoby Myers, Dallas Goedert, Chigo Okonkwo, Jalen Naylor, and Dylan Sampson here. I like it. I like it. Let's see. Corey says, I think Warren eats in the end zone too a lot. I think you're talking Jalen Warren. I think Jalen Warren's a smash pick. I think he's such a good pick. Him and Tony Pollard seem like great values the more I look at the board. And I wasn't in Tony Pollard originally, but Sacrilegious from Leg Up made a really good argument, I think, for why Tony Pollard is just a solid click, even though for some reason it just feels gross, but it's really not. And the more I look at it, Sweetleaf takes Greg Dulcich. Damn it, Sweetleaf. I was going to take him next. Good pick. Oh, Tyler Warren. Oh, yeah. Tyler Warren is a great pick. They don't have guys. All these Colts guys, even if you don't like Daniel Jones, I think like JT, Tyler Warren, Josh Downs, they just have to be good picks. Or they're just going to be really bad this year. Like, if you think the Colts are going to be really bad this year, okay, I get that. But if not, I mean, some of these guys are going to crush. Let's see if Dalton Schultz stays here. Tank Bigsby goes. I figured he'd be gone. And there goes Dalton Schultz. So I will take Stribling, which is fine. Goes with my stack. Just going all in on this San Francisco. If this San Francisco game busts, I'm dead. Absolutely. Well, if San Francisco or Philly stinks, I'm also dead because this team won't even sniff getting to the actual rounds that matter. But that's all right. Let's see here. Yeah, I like the, for your team too, you got May, Stafford. You needed another quarterback because of the buys. So you got a nice little fall on CJ. I like it. And the good thing about the CJ stacks is, you get to take a Tank Dell or a Jalen Noel at the end, which feels pretty good. So I think that kind of makes a lot of sense. That's why I don't mind doing CJ, even though I don't love picking quarterbacks after the Malik range. I don't mind the CJ one just because it's easy. You can have no Texans at pick 150 or 140 or wherever he is, and then you can still get one or two easily at the end. Dalton Schultz, Jalen Noel, Tank Dell. easy. And I like getting Tank Dell and Noel together because then you just like, you kind of bet like one of them is the guy. Yep. Plus you have, you got the Jacobs. You got the nice Jacobs fall here with the Jacobs bring back. That what's going to be funny is when that game is somehow the shootout in week 17. We're all like, how the hell is the Texans game against the Packers the game that wins all the money in best ball? I do like the Packers too, and I do like a lot of the players on the Texans. So it's just going to be funny when that happens. So who do we got here? Mendoza goes. I will take some AJ Barner. There we go. McMillan's plus Hurst, Higgins, Dell plus Knoll, Shaheed, Horton feels like good combo bets for cheap price tags. Yeah, those are good, I think, bets. The Shaheed Horton, the problem with Horton is I think he's got to contend with like Cooper Kupp, which is an issue. But damn, someone took Brock Purdy in the other draft here. But yeah, no, I do think those are some pretty good cheap combos. If you're just looking at it, I really like the Del Knoll or Higgins Del Knoll. I like those. McMillan's Hurst though makes a lot of sense too. I do like those things as combos here. So the kick is saying, don't stop now. Go get another tight end, buddy. Let's see. What we got here? If enough sharp people are off Houston Green Bay games, it becomes leverage. Sherman's best ball winner had underperforming days from a couple of his stars. Amon-Ra, JSN in the finals. Yeah, no, 100%. If you can find one of those games, which I do think that could be the game, it does make sense to me. Katron went. That's a bummer. I wanted Katron on this team. I will take Eli Stowers. Probably done at tight end. I got 4. Felix is going to be pissed I took that 4th tight end, but he's not here yet, so nobody tell him when he comes. Yeah, well, here's the thing. With teams like this, like Nico Watson, like most people, they want to get the values from these type of teams where they're not as high on the quarterbacks anyways. So, like, give me the cheap guys. They're not like the fun, exciting offenses. But CJ Stroud, when Nico Collins, like, actually plays, is, like, a decent quarterback. He's not the greatest, like, for sure, but we got to remember, as bad as he was in the playoffs, and I don't think he's amazing. I don't think he's very good. I do have to give him a little slack because he was missing so many receivers, and they kept getting hurt. And he was throwing to, Christian Kirk, who had done nothing all year, and then pops off late. And a couple other guys that just, Jalen Knoll didn't really get some run and then randomly had some run late, but like you lose Nico Collins, like that's a huge loss for a team like that. So definitely planning another draft here. Probably going to try and get 2 more if possible. Because like I said, Felix is going to be coming around noon. So we'll see if we can get 2 more here before Dontavian Wicks goes before the World Cup show at 1. Like I said, if you guys are into soccer, World Cup, that show starts at 1 p.m. Eastern time here. So make sure you check that show out. Christian Kirk goes too. What are we doing? Too many kick users. Damn, Aaron Rodgers is still here? I mean, I don't have anything for the Aaron Rodgers stuff. Do I just take Aaron Rodgers? I feel like it's poor to do something like this, but at the same time, it's like, that's a huge fall. All right, I'm just going to take Aaron Rodgers. I don't like Aaron Rodgers, but I think that's too big of a fall to not take a little bit of. All right, so we've got, let's see, 2 more picks left on the board. We've got a 3-4-7-4. Christian McCaffrey, Devin Achane, Devontae Smith, Mike Evans, David Montgomery, Jalen Hurts, Mekhi Lemon, Brock Purdy, Josh Downs, Jacoby Myers, Dallas Goedert, Chigo Okonkwo, Jalen Naylor, Dylan Sampson, Deshaun Stribling, AJ Barner, Eli Stowers, and Aaron Rodgers. I guess there's just no Aaron Rodgers fans in this draft. Not one. Who's got all of Pittsburgh? Must have had the quarterbacks. He is not that great for fantasy, so I do understand that. Let's see. The kick is saying wide out, which I do think makes some sense. Chris Brazel's at the top of the kick. Also think I need one more running back here, but God, running back is disgusting. Look at this running back. I mean, this is as gross as it gets at running back. That's why the kick's like, dude, you might need running back, but the running backs are so cheeks, like, screw that. Just take a receiver. Whoa, Tyquan Thornton's here? That's kind of interesting. I've taken a little bit of Thornton. I'll take Brazil, get the Week 17 stuff with him. I should take Najee in honor of Felix. I don't know. This team does need, I think, one running back. Tyquan Thornton goes. I don't hate the Tyquan last round or 2 pick. Man, I don't know. Who's a last running back that people like? Like, seriously, like, look through this list. Who is a running back that you can sell yourself on in this list? I mean, it is just gross. Like, I guess I could take a backup San Francisco guy. Manuel Wilson, no thank you. I do think James Conner probably doesn't play for Arizona and probably goes somewhere else, so maybe there's something there with, like, James Conner or Trey Benson. There's my guy, Felix. What's going on, brother?
What's going on?
So I'm on my last pick here for this team. I'll read you out my team, and then I want you to tell me what I should do with my last pick, all right? So it is a 3-4-8-4 build. CMC, Devin Achane, Devontae Smith, Mike Evans, David Montgomery, Jalen Hurts, Mekhi Lemon, Brock Purdy, Josh Downs, Jacoby Myers, Dallas Goedert, Chigo Konkwu, Jalen Naylor, Dylan Sampson, Dazon Stribling, AJ Barner, Eli Stowers, Aaron Rodgers, and Chris Brazil.
I know you like that 5 tight end builds. So what about some Jake Tongas?
Okay. I wasn't thinking about a 5th tight end, actually. That's interesting.
Okay.
That's interesting. You said Jake Tongas. He is here. Is that what you would do?
No, I would go Najee Harris, obviously. But what else is on the board? What's a running back? I know you have good running backs.
Here's running backs. Black, James from San Francisco, Ollie Gordon. You know what?
I do like some Ollie Gordon.
I do have. Is he here?
He usually. I'm not sure. I have no idea where he goes.
Someone had to take him, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone took him. Chat said Ollie Gordon. Someone said Savion Williams for me. Do we like any of the San Francisco backups?
I like Kalen Black, but I really do think that Najee would come in there if something happened to Christian.
Should I take Najee just for you?
I mean, that's up to you.
All right, I just did it. My first Najee Harris pick. That's disgusting right there.
Yeah, it's disgustingly beautiful. You just made this whole team come together.
Look at that. I mean,
the Najee Harris effect.
So gross. I mean, come on. All right, we're going to get into another draft. If you want me to go over your team, I will gladly check it out. Just let me know which pick you are at, and we'll read it out, and we'll see what me and Felix think about it.
Yeah, I was getting my registration done to my car, so, gotta go.
That's all right. All good, man. Coach Sev says, Dolphins continue to say they want to establish the run, and Achane can't carry it 40 times. I believe that.
I agree. Yeah.
The problem with establishing the run, Felix, is what happens when they're down 2 touchdowns off the bat?
Well, that's going to happen quite frequently, and I think that's going to be a lot of dump-offs to Achane, but I also think that he's either going to come down with a injury to protect him because they just paid a lot of money for him, or it's
Corey, I feel nauseous. I feel nauseous too, man.
Dude, I check Najee Harris Twitter updates every single day. I'm waiting for some kind of buzz.
Jets dropping bombs says, "How'd the kick do for me?" We'll check it out here. We'll check it out.
Let me know when you're
I'm ready to get in when you are, Felix.
Yep, I'm ready.
If anyone wants to get in, $25 to enter. We're getting in now. Here we go.
Oh, checking location.
3 of 12, so you're still okay.
Okay, well, let's see. Checking location. Let's see if I don't have my phone next to me. Come on.
There's a location hack. Telling me about.
Balance deposit, right?
Yep.
And then,
or just use your phone.
Yeah, I'm not next to my phone.
There's still 5 spots.
Come on. All right.
And while you figure that out, Jets dropping bomb said, let's see what the kick did for him. So with the help of the sidekick, he went with a 3-4-9-4 build. Puka, Derrick Henry, Jeremiah Love, Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, Drake May, Marvin Harrison Jr., Matthew Stafford, Cortland Sutton, Travis Kelce, Mark Andrews, CJ Stroud, Omar Cooper Jr., Alvin Kamara, Dalton Schultz, Tank Dell, Ted Hurst, Mike Gesicki, Devon Vile, and Rashad Bateman here. Not a bad team. Honestly, not a bad team at all. I mean, quarterback, you're loaded. I think you got some pretty good running backs there. Yeah, I like player takes, like I'm not big fans of Marvin Harrison and Cortland Sutton where they go, but you did get a fall on Sutton, which I think is where he should be going.
And he's got 9 of them, so
yeah.
I don't care for your running backs in the slightest. So I would have gone 5 running backs and not the 4th tight end, but we already have established that I am not plus 3 tight ends.
Oh yeah. But this is a kick draft. Kick loves 4 tight ends.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a very kick-like team.
I was like, it's very kick approved.
Yes. Here's the question: can myself click top guy for every single pick? Can I do it, Felix?
I mean, you can. Will you want to? I don't know.
Well, you say I can, but sometimes physically my hand will go next to the player that the kick is recommending, and I'll say it doesn't work just to get out of clicking that guy, and then I'll go to the next guy. So maybe I can, but I don't know. Will I is the question. Maybe I should, just for the content here. I'm going to pull up our new stream, or our new draft here, not our new stream, our new draft. I am pick 2 here. Felix is pick 4.
I got the best pick in the draft. You can't go wrong with the first 4. You just cannot go wrong. Whatever you pick is perfect.
Yeah, the first 4 is pretty dope. Honestly, the first 4 or the last 3 are what I want.
Yeah.
If you just make me pick the board, I'll take Bijan here. The reason why I have very little Chase is because I don't get pick 3 a lot, and I'm taking a ton of Gibbs and Bijan at the 1-2. So unless you get the spot, see, Felix has like a ton of Chase because
I have 35.
He is Chase over everybody, which makes sense. That makes sense though, Felix. Like
I'm betting on him winning the Triple Crown, and
and just being the best guy. You're betting he's the best guy, and
it's not out of the realm that he would go number 1 if receivers were going at 1. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just who you prefer, and I prefer the wide receivers in a PPR, in a PPR draft.
Josh says roast mine. All right, I'll go back and roast yours. Hold on. Just because you asked nicely, Josh. We'll go back to your team here in a sec.
So yeah, me and Matty Ice the same page. We're both Chase 1 overall. I still have some Bijan and Gibbs though.
Yeah. Really? How?
I got Bijan at 4.
Oh.
And sometimes, you're not paying attention and the draft starts and you're already out of the first pick.
Oh yeah, that. Well, didn't you adjust your ranks though? Isn't he?
No, I had my ranks for like the common folk. I like my input's more on the back half of the players. Like there's some of my input in the first round, but it's mainly for the back half, so you don't miss out on good plays.
All right, so this is Josh's team here that he wanted me to roast. I don't know about roast, but he went Josh Allen, Byshell Tootin, Ramondre Stevenson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, A.J. Brown, Luther Burden, Sam Laporta, DK Metcalf, Jared Goff, Rashad White, Khalil Shakir, Keaton Missile, Kenyon Sadiq, Jawan Jennings, A.D. Mitchell, Braylon Allen, Kamani Vidal, George Halani, Tyquan Thornton, and Jalen Knoll. Honestly, I love this draft.
Yeah.
Here's my one thing. I don't think you needed the Vidal pick or one of the running back picks. I think you went 1 running back too many. I think 6 would have been fine with this team.
Yeah, I don't think. It was a good draft overall.
Like Sam Laporta and Kenyon Sadiq, I would have rather the 3rd tight end. That'd be like my only critique, because I love like Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, Luther Burden. I mean, sign me up for those receivers, Felix.
Yeah. Also, my ranks have been refreshed on my site. So if you guys go over there, they're back to more closer to ADP. I like to do a little refresh every once in a while, so we're not too crazy off ADP.
Oh, look, cover boy Trey McBride is here. I've got 1% Trey McBride, and I think that's Neil Orfield's fault. So I blame him.
You guys got him twice that one day.
Oh, is that what it was? I'm gonna take Rice here. See, I just moved him into the 2nd round.
Nice.
Trey McBride. Jets dropping bombs. I gave you Jeremiah Love, Trey McBride if you want it. I bet that's what he's going to do too. Yep. what I figured, and I figured I would just get George Pickens here. I don't have a ton of Pickens, but
I get my boy Travis Etienne whenever he comes here because he's still well past ADP.
yeah, and he's fallen a little bit too.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, the as long as he falls over there, doesn't fall past like 38, it's still a good combo in my head. Which I don't really understand the fall. Maybe it's because people saw Alvin Kamara practicing. Maybe I'm not really sure.
Could be. That could be it. 100%. I forgot. So I'm two of three on top guy, Felix. I'm 2 of 3 on top guy. I don't think Rice was top guy. But Felix was McBride was top guy. So yeah. See, I told you it's not as easy as you say it's easy.
Yeah. I think I tuned into one of Shady's drafts to do is practically just top guy every time. I mean, but at the same time, I don't blame it because it's his top. It's his ranks.
It's
his
stuff.
ranks.
Like,
yeah,
it's his stuff.
Yeah,
100%. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think Rob just did the same start that our guy Josh did. Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, Josh Allen last time out.
Nice.
Neil just woke up and said, did you just get out of bed, Neil? We're doing best ball in the morning now.
It's what, 10 o'clock over where he's
We're doing best ball whenever we deem necessary to do best ball. If that means doing it in the morning, Neil, then
yeah, you don't get too many morning drafts out of me either because I'm usually a nighttime only.
I mean, come on, guys, really?
Colson Loveland, you're gonna take him in my third.
Just finished my first cup of coffee. I didn't even get to finish my cup of coffee because I had to watch my kid, and he was all over the place today.
So I woke up at 5, hit the workbench, and then
what a day for you!
Got going in got the cleaning and got my car done. Watched the baby while my wife got her nails done. We had a full day already, and then we're gonna go out shopping after this.
Shopping? Oh
yeah.
You want to know my least favorite thing in life to do?
What's that?
Go shopping.
Yeah, so I grew up with all women. So I don't mind it. I like going shopping.
How many sisters you got?
I got one sister. But I was raised by my grandma, and then I had my mom. Okay. I had my great grandma, and
sister, you were raised by all women. That's
girl dog. I didn't. It wasn't a male influence in sight.
all women, literally all women. You weren't kidding. Yeah, no, all brothers. I got 3 brothers. No sisters. So my mom was she was outgunned by a lot, a lot in our household. So it was all, just playing sports, beating each other up constantly, whatever. But shopping, definitely not a thing in our household. We didn't do that shit.
I mean, I would stand in I got really good at shopping because all I would do is just stand for hours. Just stand there behind my mom, hold all the clothes.
What else do you do? Literally, what else do you do? That's what you do.
That's what we're supposed to do. We're gonna go Scatabo.
I guess. Yeah, I guess that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Still not my favorite thing to do. All right, Josh Jacobs goes there. Man, Jacobs just keeps going later and later. I was almost gonna pick him.
I was like between because I have a lot of Scatabo at this point. I'm like, do I take Scatabo or go Jacobs? I fall off the wagon with Jacobs.
Jalen Waddle's just got to be a good pick here at 47.
He's an amazing pick. I don't think Cortland Sutton does anything. I think Pat Bryant comes in this year and takes over his job. I think it's going to be Waddle and Pat Bryant.
If he stays healthy, I think.
If he stays healthy, yes. Because remember that first playoff game that they were playing, the first 5 plays were to Pat Bryant.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. All right. Bucky Irving. Oh, here's the next one. I think I got to go with Mr.
What are you looking
at? I'll go
okay.
Swift.
You're going running back. Okay.
Yeah. Man, my receivers, Rice, Pickens, Waddle, I feel good about that.
You and I are counteracting one another. Like, I got an amazing running back room. And I'm going to grab myself Christian Watson.
Yeah, Henry, ETN, Cam Scatterblue, now Christian Watson. Yeah, you got a good start. with Puka. That is a good start. Man, I kind of like what Rob's doing over here. He's stacking up. Amon-Ra, AJ, Josh Allen.
He passed on DJ Moore. That's kind of crazy. He was 10 picks past ADP, and he passed up on him.
But he's setting up an Amon-Ra, like a Detroit stack, probably.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it makes sense. He's just counting on Allen's leg. But I just feeling like you're not going to get a lot of DJ Moore in the 5th.
Really, though? I feel like
to pair up with Josh Allen. His ADP is 46.
Yeah, but I feel like I've seen him fall like a decent amount. Not you?
Yes and no. I feel like he goes to the Allen typically in the 4th or early 5th. So that's why I was saying he fell into the mid 5th. I thought he might take him there with the ADP fall.
I don't know, man. The late rounds, I feel like the kick will give you some random shit.
Yeah.
Like go watch the show I did with Sack on Wednesday night. We did top guy almost every single click.
Shit.
And there was some weird shit in there. Like,
you guys had Burrow this week, didn't you? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I had a Joe Burrow. Dude, I've never seen my kick offer me Joe Burrow ever as the top guy. And it was the top guy. And it wasn't like Joe Burrow fell like to pick 70, right, Felix? It wasn't like he fell like egregiously down. It was in like a fair range. And
but you guys had T, so it's like I think it was favoring the stack.
No, it was. I'm just saying, like, I've had that similar starts before, and it's never said like Joe Burrow's the click.
The new sim likes some Joe Burrow.
Yeah, new sim likes a little Joe Burrow. So
yeah, I don't like shopping for myself either, Neil. I just like to spend on my wife. You know.
I just honestly, all my stuff still fits me from when I was like, 18, 19, 20. So I just I wear the same shit. Now
that I said I don't like to throw anything.
Are like cheap as hell. Like you know what I mean? I wear like just simple stuff, Yeah.
I since I've been losing weight, I've been putting back all the clothes I never threw away because I am a very cheap person. I'm not going to just sell my stuff because I don't fit it anymore. I'm like, if I ever lose weight, I'm going to fit it. So
yeah, I don't like spend money on like stuff like that. Like I'm very cheap when it comes to that type of stuff. Like my wife's like, why don't you go get like a nice new shirt or something like that, or a nice like new pair of pants? And I'm like,
we already got one.
Why? I already got. I literally said to her, I go, I already got a pair of nice pants. I don't need two.
I have 2 pairs of jeans just in case one gets dirty.
I had one pair of jeans growing up, and I worked at Shaw's when I was like 16 years old, till I was like probably like 19 or 20, and or 19, I think. And I just washed the same pair of jeans like every night after I worked. Just like same pair.
Did somebody take QJ?
Dude, he's another guy that's been flying. I was going to ADP.
Where did he go? Because I was about to take him because his ADP was 76. I thought
right here. Look at this.
QJ at 61.
I can't get him anymore.
Oh, I'm about to piss this guy off.
Do it. Take Herbert. Just take him. Look at this. Whoa, Tony Pollard over Jadarian Price? Wow. Where? I mean, I think that's correct.
Oh, is that what the kick's telling me?
That's what the kick's telling me. Normally, it's Jadarian Price over Tony Pollard. That's interesting.
See, I'm a Tony Pollard over Jadarian Price as well.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Okay,
I agree. But the kick has never been that way, so that's interesting to me.
I do like Jalen Hurts, but I need to go Herbert because what's his name? Can't give. I got to protect the integrity. That team's too good back there.
So
he's probably gonna grab Mahomes.
I've got Bijan, Swift, Paul. You know what? I'm going Warren. I was talking about how he's such a good pick. I love my running backs. Bijan, Swift, Pollard, Warren. If I draft another one, it's going to be like extremely late, probably.
Got the MVP on the squad. I feel good.
This is
MVP. Offensive player potentially with Puka.
Justin
MVP
Herbert.
vote?
I love the MVP bets.
Yeah.
Pepper Tony says gym shorts and a hoodie. I'm good. That's Pepper Tony hoodie. Gym shorts are like gym pants. Like, and I'm that's all I need.
Dude, I still have gym shorts from when I was in 5th grade. I bought them so big that they lasted this long.
Passed on more too for Bird. Yeah, because you had the same start, Josh, and you went Burden instead, which I thought was the right.
Well, that's
thing
that's right. Do you pass on Burden in the 5th? Because
No,
he passed them on. He passed them on in the 5th.
You went Burden. No, I'm not passing on Burden. You crazy?
No, what I'm saying, Rob passed on DJ Moore for Mike Evans, understandable, and then he came back around and passed on him for JMO instead of DJ Moore.
And then he went Jordan Tyson, which I think is interesting.
Yeah,
he went another receiver.
Got my ranks in there. I'm just kidding.
He is. He's balling at receiver right there.
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard, I don't know about, but receiver, balling. Let's see. So let's do a Felix. So Felix, you went Puka, Derrick Henry, Travis Etienne, Cam Scatterbu, Christian Watson, Marvin Harrison. I
don't know either.
Herbert.
Yeah, I'm going to be drafting some more wide receivers. I don't feel great about Marvin Harrison. Obviously, I was looking for QJ at that moment, and I didn't feel panicked, but I was like, I got to pick one here.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, where you were too, you had your running backs. You felt like, I mean, Marvin Harrison still is technically number one receiver.
Yeah,
I can make the case that Michael Wilson was way better than him last year. Like,
yeah, 100%. You can. I'm not going to deny that, but I'm like wide receiver 3 jump potentially. New offensive coordinator may like the way Marvin Harrison plays in his system versus Michael Wilson. We're making those kind of little bets, but just on the upside chance that maybe he has a better connection with Carson Beck as well, because I don't think Brisket's going to make it all the way through the season.
I don't think so either.
What we got here? Oh, he took Trevor Lawrence. I'm sorry, dude. You're looking for that Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert stack. I know it.
Yes, sir. Fun draft, Matty Ice. That was a good one. So few wide receivers, just feels disgusting. Let's see what Jets dropping. Oh, okay. So this is a full start. He went Gibbs, McBride, Love, Devontae Adams, David Montgomery, Jadarian Price, now Jalen Hurts.
See, this is one where you can stop at 4 running backs. I'm not going to deny. Like, even though I don't like them, this is where you can stop at 4.
I would assume the kick is going to stop at 4 running backs, but you never know. But this is what it does sometimes. Sometimes it just leans into the positions of strength. And, like, you can make the argument you have a top tight end, you have 4 good running backs, and then it's just going to, like, load you up at receiver pretty much. But yeah, no, I don't love it. I don't love those starts, but I think they are unique just because you went 7 rounds and you picked 1 wide receiver in 7 rounds. So that's got to be somewhat unique, right?
Right. Yeah, it is. And yeah, as long as you nail the receivers, don't IKB too much off of them, I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you're just going top guy, it's going to give you receivers. So,
yeah, receivers that they think are going to do well. Like that's where I would take his projections and whatnot. Like, okay, he thinks this receiver is going to do something for the squad. I'll take that bet.
Matthew Stafford goes.
Yeah, pair him up with Puka. Here, Kyle Pitts, money man himself.
Oh, baby. I get Pat Mahomes at 95.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
solid
come
pick. Solid pick.
Come on, people. We are taking that 10 out of 10.
Yes.
Yeah, the kick is like, oh, man. There's the best picks are still tight ends and running backs on the board. That's what the kick's saying right now. That's why it's still loading.
Yeah.
It's like oh man, you still need to pick some of these guys. Jordan Addison goes.
Not that dark to my board.
Brock Purdy is at the top of the kick, which is interesting.
If you needed running backs,
well, I feel like I don't need a running back, or I would take.
I didn't know where you're at here on running back. Oh yeah, you're good at running back.
You know what? Screw it. Just give me Brock Purdy here. I feel like getting 2 quarterbacks in this range is where it's at, and they're the 2 best quarterbacks in that range so far. Purdy and Mahomes. I can backstack.
I don't know why is Dart falling.
Dude, I don't understand it. I don't. And there's no way it's just like he introduced the president thing.
Fuck that. That's such a dumb thing.
No way that's what it is. It's got to be the neighbors thing, right? It just has to be.
Regardless, it's not like there's so many like I don't know.
Like people are worried about his number 1 target. I could see that.
Yeah, but we're not playing this for the first half of the season. We're playing this game for the championship rounds.
Like Neighbors, Grapefruit, Knee. Like I could see this being the case. People are concerned with Neighbors. Let's be honest too. Like Jackson Dart without Neighbors was still good. It's still good. He's not.
He didn't play with Neighbors last year.
Him though is my point.
He didn't play with him at all last year. So like, and he's going to get him back eventually. And when he gets him back, he's going to have a fresh body to go against everybody that's kind of beat up at the, partially through the season. And they're going to click eventually. I don't know. I'm betting on that they eventually click and explode at the end of the second half of the season. So if this is the case, I mean, he really is my top quarterback currently, but it doesn't make sense to me.
Plus, the offensive minds in the building are subpar. Harbaugh started dudding at the end. Nagy, Rome. Yeah, the Nagy thing.
The Nagy was a little concerning, I will say.
The Nagy thing is very concerning. The other guys, okay, I think you can make a case the other way, but they'll definitely be run heavy. The question is, do they let Dart run heavy in the red zone? I think that's the main question. If you want to pull up concerns about Jackson Dart, that would be my concern.
But even then, they got Isaiah Likely, a bigger receiving threat, and they have Theo, so they got good options now in the red zone. And, if Mark Andrews catches the red zone targets, maybe he would have not had to run so many in. I don't know. Where he's going doesn't make sense.
Coach Staff says injury prone. In my opinion, he's someone that goes 1,000%, which typically gets him injured. Yeah, and I don't think you can turn that off. That style of play. I think that's kind of like in a player like him. But at the same time, I wonder if they're gonna kind of take some of those design runs away that he was getting, which I do think could be the case to hurt his fantasy value. If you were to make the case, I think that's the case. Because injuries are going to happen. It's football. But you're right. He is a player that style could get himself hurt.
And the thing is that he has such high upside per week, though. Even if he's hurt for a couple weeks, I still have 2 other quarterbacks to hold down the fort while he's hurt during those couple weeks and then comes back and blows up again kind of thing.
Whoa, quarterback run. Get your quarterback season, people. Baker, Shuck, Murray, Bo Nix, all go. Felix taking Kelsey from the
He wasn't going to back him back. Yeah, it was going to
That is just mean right there.
Yeah, it is. I'm playing week 17 here.
That's some mean shit right there, Felix.
Sorry. Had to do it.
So we get a Dalton Kincaid fall.
Yeah. He'll be my next pick if he makes it to me. I was rewatching week 1, all the games from week 1. They got Kincaid involved quite a bit.
Take Ferguson. Oh, yeah. Kincaid, when he's out there, is involved for sure.
Yeah. And I'm surprised how much Keon Coleman was involved, too. I look at the full stats. I'm like, he didn't do much past week 1, but he looked good, too, week 1. I guess maybe the Ravens D was so bad last year.
That could be it. Romeo Dobbs. You know a player I hate clicking?
Matthew Golden.
Aaron Jones.
Oh, I never. Yeah, I should say never. I have lately as well because he keeps falling.
Get a little week 17 correlation with Ferg, Likely, and Pickens. I like that.
Kincaid or Golden for me here, whichever falls. Golden.
Not Kincaid, so Golden it is.
Golden
Golden
it is.
At 124 is a pretty good pick.
Yeah.
Regardless of if you think this guy is good, he's going to play. They're going to give him every opportunity. Why do you think they let Romeo go and traded Wicks or let him go? And, you know, that's to get Golden on the field.
Yeah. And then now I have two pieces from the Packers without the quarterback, which I think is fine. So I feel
and you can get some Houston late too.
Yeah, and I can get Noel. Yeah, I like Noel and Dell and Higgins, but Higgins won't make it back to me probably.
Probably not Higgins. I mean,
you never know. You never know. Oh, Mark Andrews, my guy. That's
what you get for stealing Travis Kelce from
me. I deserve it. Yeah, for sure.
You deserve it. I agree, 100%. What a jerk. I drafted Najee for him out of the goodness of my heart in the 20th round for my last pick of my last draft. And then this guy comes back and steals Travis Kelce from me.
Look, I knew he wasn't going to make it to me because I wanted that week 17 matchup with my quarterback.
Not a friends and family draft over here at Rumpier Sports. Not fun. These AM drafts are ruthless.
I'm I at least got something. I realized the other week I was pretty cranky. I hadn't eaten dinner, and that's why I was a little hangry. So I got to make sure I eat before I stream.
Nothing worse than being a little hangry.
Yeah,
nothing worse. Honestly, it doesn't ever happen to me, Felix.
Yeah, it's like I came from that kid's swim meet. I didn't get a chance to microwave the old prep ready food.
Swim meet.
Yeah, Charlie's gonna be the next Michael Phelps.
Love that. Actually, my wife was just talking to me about she wants to get our kid into as soon as possible.
Yeah, we
started like 4 months or something like that.
Yeah, we said we did it in November last year with Eli, and he's just floating around. They get him wet. They do back floats and everything, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. So my son's almost 3 months, so I think another week or so, and he'll be 3 months. So yeah, I think they start around 4 of those classes. So
yeah,
should be fun. There goes Jaden Higgins.
Yeah, right in front of the Stroud drafter, right after the
Stroud. All right, so
see, that's where I would have taken Stroud and then Higgins, and I guess he also realizes that there's a lot of back stacks with that.
Oh, you would have just taken Stroud and Higgins instead of Malik, the faller?
Yeah.
Do you have any Malik Willis? I don't know if I've asked you about him.
I have probably like 2 shares of Malik Willis.
Okay.
And they're both traditionally paired up with Greg Dulcich. And I think I have one with Malik Washington. It is definitely not. I really like to be done with quarterback around round 9, 10.
Yeah, I was saying like by the time I hit the Malik Willis range, I want to be done. Like he's the last pick.
I do have some Mendoza. If I get 2 quarterbacks early and there's just nothing falling to me, I'm gonna raise my Mendoza pick so I get them in the 140-ish, 150-ish range. Only if I have Bowers, kind of area.
That makes sense. Felix is almost up.
I am up.
I think I know who you're going.
Do you think so? But I had to go a different way.
Oh. I didn't think you were going.
Yeah, you thought I was going Jalen. I know.
I did. And then he goes.
He goes, man. I was like, maybe he comes back to me, though. Because, sometimes receivers fall.
Well.
I like Cooper here.
To say I never go top guy on the kick.
Who's the guy? Yeah, Cooper on the top guy? That's a Corain pick all the way.
It's a very Corain pick.
That's because I have about 20% Cooper right now myself.
I don't even like him that much either.
I think he's gonna dominate. I think he's gonna be.
I think AD Mitchell is gonna be better than him.
Oh, I think that offense is gonna be better than we think it's gonna be. I think AD Mitchell is gonna be a solid one, and then Cooper's gonna be taking all the underneath stuff. I think actually he hurts Breece Hall's upside.
I'm gonna take Shaheed. One running back I feel very confident and to stay against is Woody Marks. I just think he sucks.
Yeah.
So that's another pick.
Man, do I take Gadsden because he matches with my team, or do I take Strange to mess over the 12 drafter?
See, Jets drop bomb says, "Thank God I didn't want him again." Yeah, because when you have the kick and you're clicking the top guy, there are just a couple spots, but those spots you're gonna get like the same guy every time because they're so much higher on said player than the field. And I honestly think you were asking me like, aren't the late rounds the best spots to IKB? I actually think those rounds are the best spots to IKB.
Yeah, I agree, but sometimes, I think trusting his inputs is probably sometimes the better way to do it.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? I think the rounds like 12 to 16, 17 area were probably the best area to trust what Shady has to think, because at least that would be where I would be using the top guy, because I'd be like, that's not my strength.
It's just going to lead you to like 40% Omar Cooper. So you got to be cool with that. It's going to lead you to 40% Deebo Samuel.
Yeah. And I agree. But I agree with that. Like, I'm pretty in line with what's going there.
Yeah.
Because I do have a lot of
Dalton Schultz is another one you're going to get a lot of,
Yeah, Shady does play a lot more than I do. I'm out here watching tape again. I'm like, I want to make sure that
I play a lot. And Shady plays way more than I play. So yeah, Shady definitely puts in.
And you'll see Shady at the top of a lot of leaderboards throughout the year. So
no, he's
you'll see me once or twice. You'll see me once or twice in a lot of showdowns, and I've taken down a couple regular weekly things, but it's been a little bit.
So Aaron Rodgers at the top of the kick too. Oh God. I got Aaron Rodgers unstacked in the last one, but he fell to like pick 212, Felix.
212?
Yeah. I was like, I feel weird clicking him because I don't have anyone, but I was like, it's, 50 something picks past 80. Like,
I didn't know you had it unstacked. I would have said to hit him up with the Roman Wilson.
Yeah. I had him unstacked. I didn't want him. I wanted 2 QBs, to be honest with you. I had Purdy and Hurts, so I was like fine with it. And then he fell, and I was like, I guess I'll take him.
Just drafted.
Where he normally goes.
Yeah, where he's supposed to go area. I've hit the flex button. What we got, Felix? What do we got? Man, some people have been scaring me away from Antonio Williams.
I'm afraid of Antonio Williams. I'm staying away.
Yeah.
I might lower him even more. I'm lower than the field, but I might lower him more.
Oh, I got a pick here. I don't know what I know what I'm picking.
Antonio Williams just went. TJ Hawkinson.
I like the Hawk. I love Henry too, but I'll let the neighbor grab that one. I'm grabbing Trey Harris.
Solid pick.
Yeah. I got a full stack of Chargers. Quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end.
Let's see what this guy does.
He should go. Didn't he grab May? Yeah, he should grab Hunter Henry here. He grabs Brissett.
Does not grab Hunter Henry. I will take Hunter Henry.
Yeah, that was kind of a mistake, buddy. You should have grabbed Hunter Henry. You could have grabbed Brissett the next round. Oh, maybe not the next round because this guy bet the one might grab Brissett.
I was going to say, I think Hunter Henry would have been gone.
Yeah.
So let's see what Jets dropping bombs. So since the the whole, no wide receivers besides Adams. He's went Addison, Shakir, Dobbs, Daniel Jones, Travis Hunter, Geno, and Tank Bigsby. Oh, he takes another running back there. That's interesting. I'm shocked they didn't have Debo.
Yeah. Well, what's at the top? No, Debo's at the top. Okay.
Debo's at the top of mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take Debo here.
It's a good pick. Good pick. I like all the videos that are coming out of the training camps of Denzel Boston, so I'm going to grab him if he makes it to me.
That's who it was between Debo and him for my next pick. There you go. Good pick.
Yeah. Everything he's coming out, he's just mossing dudes left and right.
Yeah, and he's still going, 40, 50 picks after KC.
Yeah.
And I like KC, but he makes a lot of sense going that much later. I don't know.
It was a Bigsby. Yeah, Bigsby's a good play. I just think it's a little early for Bigsby.
I'm surprised it recommended Bigsby, to be honest. I've very rarely seen Bigsby at the top of the kick. Especially with your team and your running backs. I mean, AD Mitchell goes.
That would have been a good pairing. You would have drafted Geno with AD.
I wonder why that was interesting. Geno and AD.
Would have good. Yeah.
Or Debo, but.
Yeah. That doesn't make because Debo could go literally anywhere now. The rumors going to Indianapolis are pretty fun.
Fun unless it ruins my Josh Downs stuff, which I kind of don't want.
I think that's true. I guess he does play that area. I don't know. I feel like Downs is he's a really good receiver. I think how Pierce had his breakout last year. I think this is going to be Downs' breakout year.
Marvin Moms wants us to clip you saying you're a Jets believer in the offense.
Yeah. I said there's a potential for a resurgence.
I heard it too, Marvin. I'm with you. We need to clip it. I'm with you. That needs to be clipped. ASAP, clip Felix saying he loves the Jets offense.
I didn't say I love a certain team.
He loves the Jets offense and he loves the Cleveland offense. He loves both those offenses. Can't get enough of it. He only drafts the Chargers because he's a Chargers fan.
It's true. I did have a lot of Zach Wilson back in the day. A lot.
Zach Wilson.
Yeah. I believe him and Mr. 9 in Minnesota are very similar. Now, looking there's a reason I'm not drafting 9, this year and last year. There's a lot of similarities.
Tyreek Hill goes, Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, I haven't grabbed Tyreek since that report came out that he's probably not going to be ready until week 8, week 9. That's just if he's not going to be ready, that means he's not even going to be in shape in my head.
Probably not. Does kind of feel this way. It feels like the dog days of drafting between now and when training camp starts. Not much movement in player ADP, no new info on players and roles. It does definitely feel that way, Grant.
I will say a lot of the winners have come between middle of June to middle of July because people are then trying to change things just to change it and just playing different draft games kind of thing. And a lot of winners have come around this time of the year.
Which kind of makes sense to me because I think you're going to get a lot of the value. You might not know their values, but I think you're going to get a lot of them prior to all the info starting to come out from training camp.
Yeah, I agree.
The problem is it's hard because you're kind of guessing at who it's going to be, right, Felix? But
yeah,
I agree with you. This is definitely a time to kind of.
I think it was the last week or the week before. That's when Sam Sherman drafted his winner. I think two of the winners were drafted June 9th or is it June 19th? I can't remember. So winners are being drafted in this time period. Because you're still getting if you have an advantage at the late round picks, you could get one of them, in the late rounds. now before they shoot up because people actually saw them in pads and then didn't learn the depth. If you're making a bet on a late piece, like I am, like I'm making a big piece on Najee right now. If Najee gets signed the second weekend of camp and is the clear, going to clearly get a role, he's going to shoot up to the 15th.
Yep. And it's the same thing for a lot of these guys, like this spot right here with Katron. Like,
yeah. I love Katron.
If we get news that, I don't know, JCM's having fumbling issues or he's not picking up as fast as they want, and Katron's, nipping at the heels a little bit, like Katron's going to shoot up massively. So like guys like that, I think those are the guys you want to try and buy in on now as opposed to later.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm good at receiver. I think I'm done.
Yeah, who you got at receiver here? You're Puka, Christian Watson, Marvin Harrison, Matthew Golden, Trey Harris, Denzel Boston, Tank Dell, Jerry Jeudy. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if you're good at receiver. You might need one more.
There's one I'm looking at, but if he's there, kind of thing. But like, not much. I think I'm going to add to it. That's going to bring much more to the table.
T-Ferg goes. Man, T-Ferg has such a wide range. There's just people in and people totally out.
I love the talent. I hate his situation because he has Higbee, he has Parkinson, he has Max Clare or whoever it is. There's so many pieces there that could just take away. He has potential 2 to 3 touchdown upside per week, but he also has very, very small floor.
Felix, you know the answer to this? How much did Sherman's 15-plus players affect him winning, if you can remember, or was it all his early round guys? I know like there were a couple of his early round guys that disappointed in the week before week 17, I think, or was it week 17? I can't remember.
I don't remember his lineup at all.
He had JSN and Amon-Ra, right?
He had. Hold on, let me go. He had Amon-Ra, and then he went second round Derrick Henry, JSN in the third, T-Mac in the fourth, Kittle fifth, Olave, Tony Pollard, Darnell Mooney, Brock Purdy, Luther Burden. So round 10 is where it is like get some good impact. Stevenson, Tyler Algier, Bryce Young, Thielen, Shuck, Juwan Johnson, Blake Corum, and Miles Sanders. That's a pretty shit team. Tyler Shuck, though, making a big impact, and with John Johnson.
And Luther Burden in the 10 spot. Luther Burden. Chris Olave was a smash pick where he got him. He smashed last year. Yeah. That was huge. So that Shuck Olave stack was probably huge.
Obviously the Derrick Henry popping off was what he
Derrick
needed.
Henry.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I've seen this thing. Pod luck was crazy important for Sherman. He only advanced in 5% of scenarios. Yeah. So then he had the differentiation from the field. Yes.
But that's what worked out for me. I talk about pod luck, a million times a day, I feel like.
Because you need it, dude.
It's just a part of the game. You absolutely need to get lucky. That's just
get lucky.
Yeah. There's nothing two ways about it. You have to get lucky to get there. If you're there and you have a solid team, that's what you're hoping for. But the week that I got into week 16, I probably had one of the lowest scoring 4 teams into the finals. I had 160 some odd points, which I had a team get knocked out I had 215 points in the same round get knocked out because they had just one different player better than mine. And then my team that barely made through had COVID issues. It was beat up to hell. They had so many things wrong with it, but I had a full team to be able to fill it out, and it made it through.
Yeah, the easiest thing is in any DFS best ball. I don't care who you are. At some point, you get some luck.
Yeah.
In that window of the game, whether it's the whole window or just the day of or that week or the pod, whatever it is. DFS, everybody gets a little luck. So that's
I dominated. See, I screenshotted all my teams at week 8 that were winning by, like, I think it was 200 plus. And I was looking at that squad. I was kicking everybody's behind on that league. And then the playoff schedule just favored that one so well. Like,
Yep.
It should have been eliminated both rounds.
But you didn't. You weren't.
And it worked. And I put up a massive score, like dominated the field.
And that's the thing, because you got through, and then maybe you had some guys that, not a lot of people had, and they went nuclear. And
3% own Tom Brady.
With Derrick Henry, because wasn't that the Packers game with Derrick Henry where he just knew?
Yeah. Yeah, he just ran right over him. Like, that second half of that game was just embarrassing for the Packers because they couldn't stop him.
Nope.
I actually won. I had a good DFS week that week.
Lamar in that game, right? Wasn't that Snoop?
Was that Snoop? I remember the other side had Willis. I can't remember. Yeah, you're right. It was Snoop. Yeah, it was Snoop because the other side had Willis. I was like, it's a battle of the backups, and Willis popped off for that game with Dobbs, which I had. I had that trio.
Brent coming in, showing some love. Felix is the best.
What's up, man?
Brother?
Mr. Bando.
Love that. All right, so we're wrapping this thing up here, Felix. We got one more pick left.
Yeah.
Ooh, you went Jaden Blue. Okay, I see you.
Yeah. Yep. He's been going off in a lot of my drafts, and I'm kind of jumping on that drumbeat. Like, maybe he didn't take it serious last year. Not to say he's going to take it serious this year. I want to sprinkle him in though this year.
I don't hate it. I picked him last year, so I have the unfortunate, sick feeling of
same. I get that with Vidal.
Yeah.
Last year I didn't draft any Vidal because, like I was so in on that rookie year and like nothing but one catch.
Just it's so gross. It's so gross when that stuff happens.
Yeah. What's it called? Yeah. But we got our auto select on 237.
Yeah, I know who you're going with for your last pick. It's
what we got here. We
all know who you're going with for your last pick.
Are you going to go? Are you going 5 tight ends? Or are you going to go running back? Or are you think you're good at running back?
I don't think I'm going to go 5 tight ends. I kind of like my tight ends. Ferg, Likely, Hunter Henry, AJ Barner. I think I'm good with 5. I want to go another receiver for sure.
Yeah. That's what the.
I'm gonna get my my 9th receiver, I think.
Yeah.
Only Felix will know who I'm taking. Jets dropping bomb says plan to IKB for pick 240. Yeah, I'm gonna IKB too and pick was it 239?
Tyquan Thornton loading up. I'm just kidding.
Gotta load up on old Tyquan. Until like Deebo Samuel signs with.
Oh, you grabbed Tyquan already. Oh man, I was already.
I drafted him in the 19th because I just don't know with where I'm at on the board. He could have fallen to 20, but
yeah. I just saw it. I thought you were gonna take him there, but you already got it.
Yeah, I was hoping Kirk could fall to me with the 18th pick, but he did not. So that's unfortunate.
Pat Bryant got taken. What else? If you're gonna go wide receiver. Who's he gonna go? I mean, I like Troy, A.O. Manor, and Keon, but they're the top of the ADP. So what are we talking about here?
I like some E.O. Manor. I just took my first share. I just took my first share this week.
Yeah, I'm trying not to call him mayonnaise, but it's so much easier.
Keon Coleman in the 20th.
Yeah, I like that pick.
That's a guy I just never pick.
Man, if I didn't have to take Najee here, I'd take Brennan Thompson. That's a good pick.
Well, Felix.
I drafted Dante Thornton the other day. That was pretty fun.
You drafted Dante Thornton?
Yeah, not this time, but the
Felix was the only one who knew who I was going to. Give me Brennan Thompson.
It's a good pick.
It is a good pick right there.
Yeah.
All right. So, Felix, you went with a 3-6-9-2, your patented 2 tight end build. here. I went with a 2-5-9-4, my patented 4 tight end build, slash kick patented here. Felix, why don't we go through your team first here?
Okay.
So you went Puka Nacua, Derrick Henry, Travis Etienne, Cam Scatterbo, Christian Watson, Marvin Harrison, Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford, Jackson Dart, Travis Kelce, Matthew Golden, Keaton Missile, sniped Arondé Gadsden, Trey Harris, Denzel Boston, Tank Dell, Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Knoll, Jaden Blue, and Najee Harris.
So I got a lot of my staples in here. Plus, I added a Cleveland bet plus a little Houston bet in there. I feel pretty good about it. I'm not going to say this is my top tier team, but it's not always the top tier team that takes it down.
No, definitely. I mean, you just read the team that took down the BBM, right? It's like, you know, it's just.
I mean, Miles Sanders on it. You never know. Yeah.
I went Bijan, Rashid Rice, George Pickens, Jalen Waddle, DeAndre Swift, Tony Pollard, Jalen Warren, Pat Mahomes, Brock Purdy, Jake Ferguson, Isaiah Likely, Omar Cooper Jr., Rashid Shaheed, Hunter Henry, Deebo Samuel, AJ Barner, Katron Allen, Chris Brazil, Tyquan Thornton, and Brennan Thompson. I just wish I had 1 or 2 guys to stack with Purdy. That's like the one thing in this draft. I wish I got San Francisco to stack with Purdy.
I agree.
I like a lot of the players,
I was like, your players are so good. I was about to say, because like I love your tight end room. I mean, I don't like 4 tight ends, but every tight end you got are studs. Your wide receiver room is, it's the best in this lobby. Your running back room, your RB2, I'm a little whiffy waffy on those, RBs, but like they're solid. Your quarterback room is good. You got Mahomes and you got a nice little bring back in Brennan Thompson. It's a really good team. I like it.
Yeah, I was just unfortunate that I was kind of near the Chargers Stan himself, Felix, who just stole all the Chargers from me, so I couldn't even get like a couple decent Chargers out of it. But
I'm not the one to be pushing take chances on pushing players.
No, definitely not here, Felix. We do have the World Cup show. It's at 1 here on this channel. Do we want to try and fit one more draft in, Felix? What do you think?
Yeah, let's go ahead and just jump in. If we have to jump off at 1, we just jump off.
Yeah, we don't have to jump. We can fit one in here. If you guys want to jump in, we're jumping in right now. $25 to enter, $3 million to first. We get one more draft in here. 10 of 12.
Mine's checking my location again. I'm probably not going to get in. Deposit. Checking location. Did you get in?
I don't think you got in.
Nope, no, I didn't get in.
That's all right. You could jump in the next one if you want.
Yeah, I'll be in the next one. I'll be in the next lobby. So whoever wants to jump in that one is 2 of 12.
All right. So let's do that here. Let's go.
That is the silliest thing that they've.
The location drives me nuts, man.
I'm gonna check my contest at the current moment. I think I have $40 in the sand trap. Shout out to the Golf Wars show. They're always putting us on good players, and Bryce taking down the FanDuel big prize this past week. Yeah,
Bryce smashed the 100K FanDuel in the old Golf streets here. Those guys go on Wednesday nights normally for the Golf show, and they do a good job. Smash the content as well. Yes, Jordan, is there a football show today? There is a football show. It's at 1 Eastern on this channel, or right around there, with Rubio and Bryce. They're trying to go on about 2 hours before the first game. So that's what we've been scheduling, or I've been scheduling their shows for, is about 2 hours before the first game kicks off for the World Cup. So, yes, they will be on. Brent says, I'm in the 10th spot here. I'm assuming in this draft.
Yeah,
here.
We're still at 5 of 12.
Okay. So if you want to get in Felix's draft, still 5 of 12 there. I'm in the 8th spot.
Yeah, Mr. Bando 618. I always remember his name because it's got my old area code.
I see. Okay, there you go. You guys from the same area?
I have no idea if Brent's from the same area, but
I see Hicks here. I've seen him in here before. If you're in this draft, let us know where you're picking. Brent's in the 10 spot. Let us know where you're at so we can kind of keep an eye on your draft as we go. How many drafts are you in, Felix?
just the next one. Oh, so far, I slowed myself down. I'm in the finals of the golf. So I'm like just enjoy the golf. Let's not play too much. Just enjoy golf. So I think I did 2 this past week. So we slowed it down pretty good, and we did almost all of the $1. So I slowed down, but I didn't slow down the volume.
But you're at least over halfway through, right?
Yeah. I was at halfway last week.
Okay, that makes sense. That's what I thought. All right, and let's add to our Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Nice, yeah, it's a nice little area.
That.
Yeah,
love that. All right, Felix.
So
this is gonna be a combo. This is gonna be a combo draft. You gotta help me with this draft. We're gonna take.
Yeah. I'm at the 12, so I got some time.
Okay, good. All right.
Me and Jets Bombs in the same one. Auto Boost, isn't he good? That sounds familiar. Auto Boost.
Who is it?
Auto Boost Bus. That name sounds familiar.
It doesn't sound familiar to me, but that doesn't mean anything. I mean, he could be. I could be off.
He's got the right badge. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. Got King Cost in here. Lazar Rights. All right, this guy's good. Yeah.
Marvin Moms is at the 2 spot. He says Jim Halpert. Nice name.
Yeah.
Jim Halpert. Shout out The Office.
Yeah, I just got a couple of The Office on my Instagram reels the other day.
By the way, do you know that Big T hates The Office?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I like the first four or 5 seasons. I like the first 4 or 5 seasons. I'm not a fan of.
I'm not a fan of once Michael left for sure. Like that's when it got awful.
Yeah.
Like, but until then, I thought it was pretty good. So what was that? 6 or 7?
Yeah, it's like I say, I like the first 4 or 5. I don't remember when it happened, but it's been a while. I mean, when it falls to you, right?
Well,
Bowers all day.
Wow. All right. Yeah. I
mean, unless you like Chase Brown,
no. I was surprised that AJ Brown jumped Bowers. I
saw that too. Oh, on the top guy. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't understand it, but
yeah.
But now it's behind.
I don't know.
I don't understand it. I don't understand. I know they have a system that makes sense.
That like subset of Sims, like AJ Brown is like
it would make the team unique, I guess, in that sense.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
I have, based on what Zach was saying the other day, it's like the best way to make you amount of money overall. So maybe, I don't know. So now I guess the best pick for this team would have been a running back after taking Bowers, and would it be AJ Brown?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because you'd be too light a running back. I don't know.
What's going on, Nick?
He's in my draft. I believe he's King Cost, right?
Beautiful day to draft a shipper. Yeah, Nick, are you in with Felix? Which pick are you?
If you are. 2. I think he's pick 2.
Marvin Mom says, I'm an old Patreon subscriber from Best Ball Nation too, so going to use that knowledge.
Okay.
There you go. Marvin Moms.
All right, let me make sure I had the right ranks in there.
Yeah, double check your friggin' ranks, Felix. He says, Nick says, yep, I'm in the 2 spot.
Yeah,
all right, man. Good to have you in here. Let's pick a winner here. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button on the video here. Join this show here. We're getting over 2-hour mark in a sec. We've drafted, what's this, draft number 3? Well, technically 4, because I did that side draft with Matty Ice that I think a couple of people got in. So, yeah, 4 drafts be pretty good.
Yeah, I saw you, Jets. I saw you.
Those things are tough to fill right now, those $10.
Oh, I got my little ticket, so I did one immediately.
Did it fill immediately?
I was 10 or 12, so it didn't take very long.
Oh, that's nice.
I do them at my work, so I just throw it on.
Every time I get in it, it's like 3 of 12, and I'm annoyed.
Yeah, I jumped in and I was like, well, yeah, I'll just have it on, and whenever it gets to it, starts going. I like having the draft on the side, like while I'm working.
Yeah.
It keeps my like brain going.
All right, so we're almost up here. We got Amon-Ra and Brock Bowers.
I'm on the clock, just about 20 seconds. And then I'm gonna grab Genty if he's there. Genty Barkley sounds fun. I guess that's classic 12-13. That's not fun then. Okay, thank you.
Take some grease.
I have 0 Cook, and I'm going to plan to keep it that way. So
I got like 0 James Cook too.
Barkley, Walker. After I reset my rankings, I feel it feels weird to like see Cook available, but he'll eventually adjust back to like not even seeing him.
Jets dropping bomb says he's number 5 in the draft with you, Felix.
Yeah, yep.
Brent saying I've been getting a ton of Devonta in the 3rd round. Feels like I'm paired with Hurts around pick 75-80 is too good. Yeah, I mean, when you get Devonta, it's pretty. I love getting that Devonta Mike Evans combo.
I don't have any Mike Evans, even though I just got his card on a green prism.
That's
looks
brutal.
nice, dude. His trading card looks nice. It's nice. It's flashy.
The turn starting out Hampton, Cook, ETN, and Neighbors. Interesting little start there.
Let's see that. Yeah.
With the rankings, I feel like the number 1 pick is the best spot. Everything just falls so perfectly. Honestly, when you get 1 and 2, I do feel like you always get a good start no matter what.
Yeah. I like to mess around with people, I guess, because I like ETN on that side of the board. So I'm always flipping the board for people, and I always feel like it changes everybody's like teams.
So we've got Tet here.
Yeah, Burden's good.
I like Burden or Loveland.
I think we IKB to Burden.
Burden it is. Got to up those bags.
Yeah, I get that it has its own idea, but when you just had the best players on the board, just take the best player.
Yeah, I think the thing with Tet is I think it sees like a value where he's a 4th round pick right now, could potentially work himself way into a 3rd round pick by the time like we're done with draft season. So it's been showing a lot of Tet, I feel like.
Okay. I've been getting a lot of Tet in mind, but it's not like I want to get Tet right now.
I never want to get a Bryce Young receiver.
I like Bryce. I you know what? I will go on and say I like the Panthers offense.
So in this show today, Felix has been on for about an hour now. He has talked up the Jets offense, the Cleveland Browns, and now the Carolina Panthers.
I am making bets on those teams. I do not like the Cleveland Browns. I don't like their defense. I don't like the company of the Browns. I like the pieces of the Browns. I don't like the quarterbacks. I like the tight end. I do like a lot of the Browns pieces.
Very interesting.
I like KC. I like Denzel. I do like.
I do draft a lot of Denzel and KC.
I do like Duckfoot himself, Harold Fannin. I do like a lot of the pieces. I do like a lot of the Jets guys too. I like Omar. I like A.D. Mitchell. I'm not a big Breece Hall guy, but I like Braylon Allen.
How do you love the Jets and not like Breece Hall?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I was burned the first year,
That's
second year whenever he went down.
It's probably what it is.
Yeah.
I like this start from Drew, CMC, Chase Brown, Rice, and Loveland. It's a fun start.
We got going on in ours. We got Jets going. Yeah, JSN Hampton. That's nice. And they got King Costco and Bijan, Pickens, Rice. That seems up your alley. But you don't like Pickens, do you?
I'm like indifferent. Honestly.
Neutral. Okay.
Yeah. Brent says, I'm a Bears fan, and I think the Burden Love has gone too far.
No, Brent.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. See, a lot of people were saying that. I mean, not my people's, but I was saying like how much I loved Amon-Ra St. Brown his second year, and people were saying, "Oh, he's not gonna be able to keep up his snap share and his target run per run." Blah blah blah. It was just a flash in the pan, like sometimes you get a BTJ and sometimes you get an Amon-Ra St. Brown. So we're gonna find out this year with Luther Burden. Was he worth the pick? And I think he is.
Yeah, I think he is too. I think if you were trying to make the case against him, it would be more like, he doesn't get the red zone looks when they get like inside the red zone and inside the 5. And, Colston Loveland and Rome are more like the touchdown guys.
Yeah.
So we got.
I'm about to grab a giant stack if Hicks doesn't.
What do we think here, Felix? Tootin or Quinshon?
Oh, I'm a Tootin guy. Toot.
You see my 30%? I'm a Toot.
Are you? I'm a Toot guy as well.
I'm a Tootin guy too. Let's do it.
I'm grabbing Ibuka and Neighbors with my squad.
Nick says, who are you guys targeting at the 2-3 turn if you don't like Pickens?
Obviously if Bowers is there, not always obviously nowadays, but I'm always grabbing Bowers. And then I'm in my 3rd round pick is kind of almost an auto lock at this point with Travis Etienne, but that's what I'm grabbing.
Yeah. So I have Etienne also pretty high, but he's been falling. So I don't love it as much just because where did he go in this draft? Let's see.
He went at the 2-3 turn or the 3-4 turn.
Yeah. So I don't love taking him at the 2-3 turn now just because he just keeps falling. So
yeah,
it's more like, I think honestly, Rashid Rice, Devonta Smith, all good picks at the turn. Nico Collins, probably a good pick at the turn.
Yeah.
George Pickens, okay, but I put those guys probably ahead.
Another guy I throw in the mix nowadays is Devonta Smith. I'm a huge believer in the comeback situation of the Eagles. I think that whole team is going to have an uptick.
Yeah, Devonta Smith. Yeah, I said that. Oh, Travion goes. I wanted Travion.
Yeah, I've been wanting some more Travion. I don't know if I'm getting slappy or I need to look at the slap model or whatever it's called and see where I'm at. But I've been wanting some more Travion lately.
You might be. You might be there. So we've got Breece Hall, Tootin, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Luther Burden, and Brock Bowers. Carnell Tate's here. Jaden Daniels for a week 17 or Caleb Williams.
I think Jaden Daniels is fun, but I'm a big Jordan Tyson guy, so.
Oh, sorry. We're going Carnell Tate.
Oh, perfect, too.
Got that in too fast. The Tyson thing.
Yeah.
I would have taken Tyson there. He's another guy, though. Like, he's been falling a lot.
He's falling, but why? But there's no reason. Is his off-season workouts scaring people?
I think it's his off. I think it's the OTAs where they've been, like, resting him.
Resting him and just watching him jump, I guess. I don't know. I saw somebody that all he has. I'm like, that's all he needs.
Yeah, I saw that too, where it was like, what else does he do? And it's like, well, I don't know. He's a big body receiver, like, who's super athletic. Like, what do you want him to do? I don't know. I think they're going to use him though that way, like in the red zone.
Yeah, he's going to be an elite red zone option.
He will complement Chris Olave pretty good.
Yes. Yeah, and I don't know who has his job if he's not playing. Devon Bailey is kind of more of a Chris Olave type player.
I think it would be Lance who steps in.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. There's there's no worry for his job to be threatened, right off the rip. I feel like he's going to have a starting position right off the get-go.
I love how you say off the rip too.
Yeah, I say too much.
That's my phrase. I love how you say it. It's my favorite. I got Big T saying it too, is the funny part. It's like, I love this. Tucker Kraft goes, look, QJ goes at 71.
It's wild.
I heard that
I've been watching.
Evan Silva bumped him up, so
ETR ranks, man. Yeah.
The ETR ranks are just pushing him up the board, which honestly makes a lot of sense if that's like the case.
Yeah, and I get it. In watching I watch all of Chargers. Actually, I watch a lot of minicamp stuff and just like the little soundboard stuff. And he's like, "You're gonna this league up with your get off," pretty much is what he was talking about. And I'm like, "Yeah, his get off."
McDaniels.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love
that. That definitely pushed him up a little bit.
Yeah, love hearing that.
100%.
I'm gonna mess this league up over here by taking. I'll take Bucky. I know you're not.
Maybe I just got Caleb to fall back to me. Oh, at pick 80. Are we crazy? I love that. That's why you push. I'll tell you right now, one thing I've noticed, there's certain players that you can easily push because I think a lot of it actually, Felix, has to do with some of the draft assist tools and being lower on the ranges, but there's just specific stacks where if you don't get them you don't get them. But like the Bears are definitely one of them. I think the Bengals with Joe Burrow, because they recommend these guys a lot less. You can like push them a little bit further up the board with your
stacks. I understand pushing it, but from my experience, the way I like to play, I like to lock in the players that I think are going to take you to the next level. And I think having the pairing with, like, from what I like to do currently is like Jamar Chase. I don't want to fuck around and have like 10% Jamar Chase with my Joe Burrow. I want to have like 100% if I can get that combo every single time. Just secure it up and worry about the other pick later.
Yeah, I get it. I get, like, I think a lot of people are more in your camp where it's like, dude, just give me my stack. Yeah. Like, I don't care. Like, just give me it. I don't care if it's a value or it's not. It falls to me. I'm just taking it. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
In my head,
it feels better when you get it at 1 out of 15. It feels better. I get it. I understand.
It feels so much better when I take Caleb Williams at 80 instead of 62.
I also will say if you're in the middle of the draft, I feel like you could take those chances a little bit more than when you're on the edges. You just can't 100%. Take this. You cannot take those chances of that stack coming back.
I think at the edges, you just got to take your stacks when they present themselves.
Like this Hurts Lemon guy. Yeah, that's pretty.
Jets Dropping Bomb says, I heard your show with Sack, then stumbled upon you today. Fun show. You guys on daily. Yeah, I do. Well, I wouldn't say like daily shows, but we're on every daily, Tuesday. Yeah, almost every day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday I'm on. So the next show will be Sunday at, I think, 1 or 2 Eastern time. I try and get like a 555 draft. So Sunday's more like the high stakes, and then we'll do like a $25 after the 555. So yeah, next time I'll be on is Sunday. The only days right now I'm not streaming are Monday and Saturday right now. So,
and I will be going to a daily and starting in August. Me and my wife are watching The Handmaid's Tale. It's going to take us a little bit. And then once we're done with that and I get back from my vacation trip to Illinois, I'm going to start going daily.
Love that. I just took Jaden Reed.
So we'll be daily for a couple hours every day. So that'll be interesting. Might catch me sleeping.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I have nodded off a few times in drafts before. It's too late. I'm an old man.
Yeah, you go really late sometimes.
Yeah. But I mean, you just, your body adjusts to like what times you're awake, and I haven't adjusted. I was like, I need to just, if I'm going to do it, I need to do it every day, because if I do it once a week, like I'm just nodding off. So I'm making a commitment in August. Not right now. Too old to be doing that. I have done a 26-hour live stream before, but body can't.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
It was the longest until Rob did it last year for 36 hours, which I'm not really sure how he did it, but impressive.
Very impressive. That is a long time.
I did it all by myself. I did do it all by myself. I will say that.
Yeah, that is definitely impressive.
And I talked. And I talked most of the time.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, all by yourself talking, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I'll do shows by myself for like 2 hours, but like that's a lot. So 24 hours is.
I said 24, and then I was like, we'll do 25, because like there's a lot of people at 24, and I was like, I'll do 25, and then I was like, I was like started a draft. It was like a little bit halfway through, and I was like, let's just push it to 26.
Marvin Moms, I have very little QJ, but I took him here because I do think he will continue to rise with the McDaniels hype at minicamp.
Yeah.
That driving through the route stuff, then comparisons to skinny Andre Johnson. Yeah. If you think he's going to rise more, I think you're right. But I will say, if he rises more, that means I think Ladd's going to have to drop more.
That makes sense.
You know, than where he's at. So if you're also a Ladd believer, maybe then you should wait a little bit, because maybe then you start buying Ladd once you stop buying QJ at the ceiling price, you know?
I just realized I just got another running back, and it says a bye week 10. I have 3 bye week 10 running backs on this squad.
Hey, listen, week 10, you're just going to be a little weak at running back. That's okay. Maybe that's a 4 tight end build.
No, we'll go 5th round or last round Najee. You don't have to worry about it.
I thought we were going to get him. That's a 4 tight end build.
No, I will say on one of my I think I had to do a $3 to get a token or whatever.
Yeah.
I drafted a 4 tight end build. I will say I was gonna message you right away, but I was like, I felt sick. I did not feel good doing it.
Don't lie to us. You felt good.
I did a $1 draft right before that. I was like, I'm gonna draft 4 tight ends, maybe even 5, and then I just couldn't do it.
he felt good. He's lying to us right now. He totally felt good.
Definitely not lying about that one.
All right, I'm
not 4 tight end curious. I promise.
I don't know about that, Felix. Common guys here at the top. Felix, I think he's the right pick for our team.
Blake Corum's good too.
Blake Corum, Blake Corum's great. I love Blake Corum.
I would say you might be able to get both if you wanted both, but I think you're good at running back, aren't you? No, you can take Blake.
I got Breece Hall, Tootin. I didn't think Sam Laporta was coming back to me. Kyle Monangai. So
yeah,
I think it's hit or miss. I'm pretty spread out though.
What number is it going to be the next one? Because you might need to be able to have to grab
113.
Did Jared Goff already go? Yeah.
Unfortunately, he went 2 picks before or 3 picks before I picked. Yeah, he went here to Drew MCM3.
Boo that man. That man. No, he has JMO. Okay.
And he has Colson Loveland for the bring
back. Yeah.
And I thought he was going to take Caleb at a couple picks before me, and he didn't. So that's okay. That's
you guys exchanged. You guys exchanged, yeah. He said, "Well, I lost out on Caleb. I can't push him, so I need to grab Jared Goff before he takes
That's
him."
Exactly what he said right there.
Yeah. Which in the draft day manifesto that I think it's Leone wrote a few years back, he said that it's not good to draft quarterbacks from the same game or whatever, but I won with mine being from the same game. I'm pretty sure there's been at least one other winner that has had a quarterback from the same game. You can do it. It's just you're cornering what games you have to hit in the week 17.
Yeah, you're talking to 2 really big Chargers fans in best ball this year. So definitely 2 of the biggest, I would say, between me and Felix. We are all over Chargers stuff. Marvin Baum says, right now, I have so much exposure to the Chargers, concentrated in Keaton, Missile, and need to diversify more. Over 100 BBMs in and at 30%. I've got 40% Keaton. So you're talking to the right guys here with Keaton. But Chargers overall, I mean, me and Felix, we love them. You got to diversify a little bit because we just don't know 100%, Felix. And it could be one of those things where it rotates way more than we like.
Yeah.
But
Herbert's the foundation. I think you can get as much Herbert as you want, and you're not gonna miss. You can't miss with Herbert. You can miss with all the other pieces, but you cannot miss with Herbert. Herbert's gonna be a stud.
I hate being in this draft with Hicks because I knew he was just gonna take him. I knew he was gonna take Blake Corum. Son of a bitch.
You have a Hicks in your draft as well?
Yeah.
All right, so he's gotta be one of us.
You know what? It's saying Jacoby Myers, but I'm going to take a week 17 with Rashad White.
If you would have had Tyson, you could have gotten Shuck.
That's a bummer. I wish I had Blake Corum.
Yeah. almost on the clock. I like being at the turn pick. It's interesting. But I do not like anything in these picks.
Boofy guy says, never hurts to have Kamani Vidal in your life. Man, I pray that Kamani Vidal isn't a thing. He could be, but I pray he's not.
Yeah, I'm betting on Omari. I do have Kamani, but I am betting on Hampton being my guy, my main guy.
I mean, I guess as a 20th round pick, you never really know what can happen. You know,
they could re-sign Najee for all we know. I watched him do an interview with him and Marshawn Lynch. Again, I Google Najee on a regular basis, so I will find out anything he did. Like he was just hanging out Pat Fryermuth's wedding.
I was going to ask Felix, why are you watching a interview with Marshawn Lynch and Najee Harris?
Yeah, those are my guys. Him and Michael Robinson, they do a podcast, and the vibe I got, like he liked Harbaugh, but it wasn't like he was on the same vibe as his other previous coaches. So like I don't see him going back there. So I think the coach that the next place he goes, he's got to kind of vibe with the coach.
Probably because Jim Harbaugh was like, dude, you run in mud.
No, probably because he shot his eye off. No, but his eye looks fine in the pictures I've seen him in. So his eyes are fine. He runs plenty fast enough. 16 miles an hour.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Dude, have you seen his stiff arms? He doesn't need to run that fast. He can just throw everybody off of him.
So the kick was telling me to take Kyler last time, and now Kyler is here. I don't like Kyler, but...
Did you get Madison or no? I can't remember.
I don't. I just have like a week 17 correlation with Brees.
You have the
I'll
Bears.
take it.
You got the Bears. You got the Lions. I think you have a Packer on your team as well, don't you?
I have Jaden Reed.
Yeah, so you got a lot of correlation picks with them, and then you can get the Hawk.
Yeah, I can get the Hawk. I can get Jennings. I could go really crazy and get a Ty Felton. What's a Ty Felton in the 20th round? Actually, he got brought up, and the coach was actually brought up Ty Felton as someone with all the receivers they have.
Don't buy it.
I don't. I don't think I have any Ty Felton. Okay. I'm just saying if I want to correlate it. Yeah. Jets drop bomb says Goff's fallen in your draft.
Did he? Yeah, I passed on him. I went Shuck and Mayfield instead. I didn't really have anything to go with him.
Damn, Kick recommending Kittle? That's a first.
Yeah, you won't.
I don't think I have any Kittle. I don't think I've seen the Kick offer me Kittle.
He is more back to where he probably goes now. I need to probably readjust. I have him typically ranked at 150 because I don't want any George Kittle. No, that's probably wrong. Let's be honest. That he's been running around on the tight end U. I have him 120. I found that it was kind of crazy that
damn, I don't like being in a draft with this Hicks character. He's really eating up my picks. Malik Willis goes.
Omar Cooper's at the top of the board. That's funny.
So I could go Jaden Higgins.
I would go Higgins, but
the only reason why I'm thinking Omar Cooper is, or I could go with the missile.
The missile. How many running backs do you have? 4.
4.
You could be done practically there, right?
I could be. I'm going to go the missile.
You go the missile, you're done at quarterback. Then you can just, figure out the rest from there.
Yeah, so my running backs are Brees, Tootin. I have a couple week 7 guys, but that is what it is.
Yeah.
Brees, Tootin. I have 3 week 7 guys. So I pulled what you did in your draft.
Yeah. I got 10s and you got 7s. Yeah, you're just gonna be week to week. One week of weakness. It's not gonna kill you. No. I think there was one of my lobbies last year where I was last in league, then first, then last in league, then first, like a week to week basis. It's like it was a tough to watch that team bounce. I like to look at literally all of my teams throughout the week. Jake Ferguson falling to me 5 picks past ADP. Yes, please. And Mark Andrews, we're done at tight end.
That's what Felix wants. He wants to be done at tight end.
Oh, I got a Mark Andrews, Jake Ferguson, back to back to be done at tight end.
I have Brock Bowers and no tight ends yet, Felix. Aren't you proud of me?
You get Brock Bowers.
I'm 12. I'm almost to pick 13, and I have only one tight end, and his name is Brock Bowers.
Did Chig go? Chig would be perfect for this team.
Chig is still here.
Oh, but he ain't gonna make it to you. That's too far.
It's too far. He's such a good pick.
Yeah,
I think him and Strange are just such good late round picks.
Yeah, I was nailing Strange, and I looked at my exposures, and apparently I wasn't. I thought it was like one of my higher picks, and he was not. I thought he was like, yeah, I'll grab some. That's my last tight end with the Mark Andrews, but I didn't get as much as I thought. That's what happens when you only draft 2. You don't get as much tight end as you think.
I'm not going as far as say nailing Strange, but I get what you're saying. I get it. Omar Cooper goes. I thought I was going to get Omar Cooper. Damn.
Well, his ADP is 149. It's technically a reach.
What if Chig falls to me here?
I mean, I don't think he will.
Can we run Pierre?
I hope so, but this is about the auto.
You gotta have some confidence here, Phil. I need confidence out of you.
Oh, he might. Yeah, it's possible. There's the other ones have tight ends. They might be like 10 tight end teams too. At the very end.
Do these guys need a tight end? Let's see.
The Jay Wheeler might need a quarterback here. He has. Oh yeah, Sam Darnold's coming up, so he should take Sam Darnold here.
He only has George Kittle at tight end too.
But he has Sam Darnold. Like he has JSN. He needs to go. Sam Darnold. Okay.
Oh, let's see the moment of truth right here.
Does he go 4 tight ends? And
Football fan Tucker, is he a kick user and go 4 tight ends here? No, he's not. Let's do it.
That is crazy.
We get the Chig fall that I was told could never happen.
I was just putting in there. The impossible is possible.
It is possible, baby. Look at that team. Amon-Ra, Brock Bowers, Breece Hall, Luther Burden, Byshell Tootin, Carnell Tate, Caleb Williams, Jaden Reed, Kyle Monungai, Rashad White, Kyler Murray, Keaton Missile, Chig Okonkwo here.
So you're done at tight end. You're done at running back.
You hear this guy say done at tight end?
You just got to land the plane at wide receiver.
Done at tight end? Are we crazy? We only got 2.
Got to land the plane at receiver.
Brent, thank you. Much appreciated, my brother. Appreciate you.
Mr. Bando.
That's a friends and family draft right here.
See, that's my guy. That's my guy. So, I'm telling you.
I want everyone else listening to learn, though, including you, Felix. That's a friends and family draft right there.
Your drafts are never safe with me.
I didn't even know Brent, and then he comes in giving you love, and then he shows me some kindness.
That's an OG supporter right there.
That's a good man right there.
Yes, sir. OG.
So,
see, I can look at that kind of stuff. That's the cool stuff about Patreon. /Best Ball Nation. I can see how long you've been a member or how long you were a member and when you started.
What if I take Strange here for the week 17?
I mean, that sounds like a good pick to me. You'd be done at tight end. You have to be done at tight end. You don't at me.
I will be done at tight end if I take Strange.
Or you could go Mendoza and finish up your quarterback room.
I could go Mendoza or I could go Geno because I have Breece Hall.
What do I have? I need wide receivers myself. Who did I take? Oh, okay. I'm good then. Scheisse.
I'm not on the show. Jets dropping bombs. Aren't you supposed to be soccering or something at noon? No, I'm not on the show, but we have a soccer show, and it starts
4 minutes ago.
Start any minute if they haven't already started. So
we can run simulcast programs at the same time.
Yeah. We're fine.
Okay.
We're good. They can still go live. So if you're into the soccer stuff, they'll be going live here. Let me see if they went live already. I'll be able to tell you if they went live.
I want Tucker or Malik Washington. Like we talked earlier, I don't have a lot of Malik. We're gonna go Tucker.
Whoa, what?
I'm 77. I can make it big.
I don't know why my screen just did that, but I'm taking Strange.
Nice. You never know. Mendoza might fall. If Mendoza falls, then the whole draft is working for you. It's called collusion.
Yes, 100% collusion.
I'll have to call up, the local rep.
I don't know what just happened to my other, like half of my other screen just went dark. That was the weirdest thing.
Just something unplugged.
And it like cut off like just half my screen because I got like 2 monitors. That was
yeah. I got a big nice wide monitor.
Oh, that's what I was doing. I was checking to see.
I don't see it, but they could be live any second.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be going live any minute.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also, we got I was just told we got a season-long tool. If you're into, obviously this is a best ball show, but if you're into the season-long drafts, our guy Stats over at runpuresports.com created a season-long tool that he will be coming out with, I think, next week. So he was just showing me a little glimpse of it. So if you're into the season-long stuff for fantasy too, and not just best ball, we'll have a season-long tool for you guys to check out here. Any member can check it out. So should be cool. I can't wait. I saw like a sneak peek of it and it looked really cool. I don't do as much season-long anymore because I just do pretty much all best ball now, Felix. But
yeah, I got two season-longs.
Love the season-long.
Dude, I have a keeper league where I got Jamar Chase, Josh. It's a 2 QB league, and I got Josh Allen, Jamar Chase, and somebody else that's really good. I'm drawing a blank on Trey McBride. So I've been rocking with those 3 keepers for the last 4 years. The quarterback room is black. You might want to just wait for Mac Jones. Have you seen any of his tape at the tight end? You're on mute.
Oh, Mac Jones.
Yeah, I'm falling in love with Mac Jones, dude. He just looks like an uncle that's just like slinging it around.
I saw it. I don't hate like Mac Jones is like a last pick if you need a quarterback. Like obviously he's a backup, but like
I pushed him ahead of the
backups, and Purdy does get banged up.
Yeah, and it's like I put him ahead of the Cleveland guys because that's like if I'm gonna have to draft a Cleveland guy, I feel better taking the upside chance of a quarterback playing. And then I think there was 1 year where like there was like 60 some odd quarterbacks that ended up playing the season. Mm-hmm. So it's like that's like double the league. That's like almost everybody's backup playing.
Yeah, the other backup I think plays in the weeks you want is Carson Beck. I just don't think he's very good. So that's my problem with the Carson Beck thing.
How many different quarterback? Oh, I guess spelled different correctly. QBs started last year. Oh, Google. 62 different quarterbacks started last year, 63 2024, 66 2023, 64. So like half the leagues are, double, almost every backup got in last year if you like want to look at it that way. And that's the average for the last 5 years.
TJ Hawkinson just goes, do I take Stribling or the week 17 with Jeremy Bernard?
I'm a Jeremy guy, but Stribling's, a solid pick. I've had Stribling fall to me in the 200s, so do with that what you may.
Yeah, I think they're pretty
similar.
I like the San Francisco offense better. That's
I agree.
But for this team,
Stribling just went off in front of me at 180 or 179.
Did he?
Yeah. Also on the clock. I am taking.
I'll take
Stribling. Pick is this 180.
My receivers are interesting here. So I got Amon-Ra, Luther Burden, Carnell Tate, Jaden Reed, and then Trey Tucker and Dejon Stribling as my receivers. Definitely could use some receiver help to finish it off here.
I got a full stat. I drafted the RB room from Tampa, except whoever the other one is. I drafted Tucker, and I know you're not a fan of him, but Bucky Irving. I'm indifferent on Bucky. I don't really mind taking shots on Bucky. I think he's going to take you halfway down the field, and the other one's going to punch it in.
That's the problem. That halfway down the field shit's not gonna score what you want.
One can put up the 100-yard bonus, and the other one can get me the touchdown bonus, and I get both ends of the world.
Yeah, I guess if you look at it that way, and you're like, okay, just give me everything running back.
I have no idea how anybody's going to stop the Tampa Bay offense. They are loaded. Three RBs deep.
Kenny Gainwell. Kenny Gainwell was good last year, man.
That's what I'm saying. They're just loaded. I don't know how they're stopped. They have what? They have Ibuka, Jalen. They have I'm drawing the blank on the new guy, Ted Hurst. They have Chris Godwin. They have
you know how they get stopped? Their offensive line gets banged up.
Yeah, but what defensive line are you worried about in the NFC South?
Well, in the NFC South, I don't know, but in the NFC, there's a few really good ones.
Don't worry about the Rams. Don't worry about that. I'm not too worried about.
Grant says you can't give the ball to 3 running backs at the same time.
Correct. Or can you? I've heard this thing called the Wildcat, running the triple T.
That would be funny. They just play Bucky and Kenny together.
Yeah. I could see it. I wouldn't be surprised. That guy's pretty shifty.
He is shifty, that's for sure. That is interesting. I see Jaden Blue or in the kick top 3. I haven't seen a lot of Blue.
Yeah, he's making his way up, man. I saw Jaden Blue go in the 180s the other day, and in a dollar draft. To be fair.
Yeah, there can be some wild things happening in these DK streets sometimes.
Yeah, to be fair, that's why when the one of the DK reps came out and specifically asked me what we should do for the Millie Maker the next year, I specifically said, because this is the year they had it $5. I was like, you have to push it back to 20 because it was getting to be too crazy. Because people don't care about $5 as much as they do about 20.
Yeah, I like the 25 honestly for best ball.
Yeah,
I don't like it as much for the DFS Millies week in week out.
I agree.
But for best ball, for their main tournament, I actually like it.
I like when they do 25 for PGA and have the option of the 100. I feel like 20, it's a lot of people playing. And it makes it feel a little too big for me. But I like it when it's the 25 or the 100, or have that option of the $5 and the 100.
Yep. Yeah, no, I don't mind that either. I think this is really interesting that Jaden Blue is at the top of my kick. Kind of surprised by it, honestly.
Yeah.
Brent says the room was QB thirsty, was hoping for Dak or Herbert, going to need a healthy Knicks. Let's look at Brent's team here real quick.
Dude, so the comment later says, look at your first team of the year. Mine is terrible.
CD, Walker, Ladd, Garrett Wilson, Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson, Justin Herbert, Jalen Warren, Kenny Gainwell. Okay, I like this team a little bit here. Bo Nix, Isaiah Likely, Aronde Gadsden, Hunter, Trey Harris, Debo Samuel, TJ Hawkinson, Katron Allen. I like this team. What are we talking about here? What are we hating on? It's a good team.
I wasn't hitting on.
Okay. Maybe he was hating on it.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, I was saying my first team of the year was terrible. He said,
your first team of the year was terrible.
Yeah.
I should go look at my first. I wonder what my first team looks like.
Well, I was in the first draft of the season, and
did you get in the very first one?
Yeah, with no ADPs, you got to kind of have to figure things out on your own.
You would get in the very first draft of the season.
Dude, I'm constantly rushing that day. I'm getting into this first because that's the best time to take advantage of ADPs. But I was not ready. I wasn't ready.
So my first 25.
I don't know how to find it on here. I know how to find it on my phone, super easy, but on
Yeah, I went on my phone.
yeah.
I did a 3-5-9-3. Caleb Williams, Genty, Byshell Tootin, Luther Burden, Jordan Addison, Jacoby Myers, Brock Bowers, Colston Loveland, Justin Herbert, Aronde Gadsden, Jalen McMillions, Mike Washington Jr., Keaton Missile, Francisco Mendoza, Fernando Mendoza, Jalen Naylor, Trey Tucker, Brennan Thompson, Damon Claiborne, Christopher Bell, and Dejon Stribling.
You and I both have. I think I found mine. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I found it, and it also has Damon Claiborne on it. Let me read it here to you. I have
Does it have Brennan Thompson on it? Were you the first to draft Brennan Thompson?
No, mine was really obscure. My first draft. It was all right. I went JSN at 5, Malik Neighbors, Travis Etienne, Ibuka in the 4th round, Cam Scatterbo in the 5th, Burrow in the 6th, Fannin, Pearsall, Purdy, Gainwell, Isaiah Likely, Bryce Young, Keaton Mitchell, Deebo Samuel, Emmett Johnson, Noah Singleton, Brazil, Najee Harris, Damon Claiborne, and then Noah Thomas, the guy that nobody's heard of.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm going to pull this thing up so I can screen share here in a sec. Let's see.
I'll screen share mine as well.
Yeah. I'm up though here in a sec.
How do I even find it? Share screen. Is it this one? No, that one has a clock.
So I got like the full Raiders experience with Bears. Coleman went. So Elijah Surratt's at the top of the kick.
Let's see, other else is doing anything crazy happen in this draft? 3-5-7-2, 2-5-7-3.
I want to just make sure I get my guy Xavion though. I'm gonna click Xavion.
It's a RB heavy room. The 2 and the 3 and 4 pick both has 7 RBs. I guess we're getting close to the end. It's not too crazy.
Yeah.
No, these are all normal drafts. That's what you don't get are too crazy of drafts right now. A lot of the experienced drafters, a lot of the higher end drafts are happening right now, I think.
Gotta make sure I don't miss this pick.
Just heard the baby, so it's gonna be perfect timing.
Grant says, my first, some notables. Burden went in the 5th. Pickens at the end of the 3rd. A.J. Brown at the end of the 3rd. Man, A.J. Brown at the end of the 3rd was such a good pick.
Bowers went in the 3rd in mine. Love one. So where did A.J. Brown go here in the first draft? Middle of the 3rd for me. I mean, this dude had like what is currently drafted. Nothing changed for him. Imagine drafting the same team as you can get right now.
That'd be actually pretty funny.
Like that's. I'm looking at the guy right next to me. His draft is like very similar to what you can get right now. Jamar Chase won it too in this one. That's funny. To SSJ Goose.
Okay, I found this draft here so I can screen share it real quick, but we're up again. I've got Lane and VLA, Tyquan Thornton, Savion. Who do you like between these 4 guys or 3 guys? Lane went. So
Lane just went.
VLA I have the most of.
I would go Vele, Thornton, Savion, but that's because I really don't know much about Savion.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm on the clock.
I'll go Thornton. Screw it. Take another share of Tyquan. All right. So that's the finish of this team. I want to pull up this old draft though. So here's the old draft. This was the first draft I did on DraftKings when the $25 came out.
I just finished as well. Or I finished my draft, and everybody else has got their 20th round.
All right. You see that on the board here?
Yep.
Okay. So first one, here it is. I went Genty, Bowers, Loveland, Burden, Bichel, and this was literally like just go up and get every guy that I prefer, like some of my favorite guys.
Yeah, that's the list.
Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert, Jordan Addison, Jacoby Myers, Arondé Gadsden, 111 Arondé Gadsden, Jalen McMillions, Mike Washington, 135, Keaton Missile at 154, Fernando Mendoza, Jalen Naylor, Trey Tucker at 178, 183, Brennan Thompson, Damon Claiborne, Christopher Bell, and Dejon Shribling.
This is a good draft, except for Mike Washington. Other than that, like everything was like on point.
Yeah, Mike Washington and Gadsden look like really bad picks now because of where you can get them for sure. But yeah, and I think the receivers are thin, definitely, but
your tight end room is unstoppable regardless of the Gadsden pick.
My tight end room is definitely unstoppable, and I love Genty and Tootin. So
yeah,
that's the first one. But thought about getting my first fade. Kubiak share, decided to go double Broncos. Oh, in the other draft, let's see. Bando went CD.
How'd everybody do here? Everybody did good in this draft. Nothing crazy.
Bando, I don't hate like the Bo Nix, Justin Herbert pairing. I don't hate that. Did you get anyone late to pay? Yeah, Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin. That's another good thing with Bo Nix is you can get those guys at the end of the drafts. But
somebody drafted JJ McCarthy. Who is this next to me? Hicks.
Second Millie, I got Herbert at 92 and QJ at 101. Yeah, like see those. I got Herbert at 90 a couple times too in a couple of my drafts, but like those drafts are gone, I think, unfortunately.
Dude, what's it called? Jets is definitely drafted from the sidekick. He's got Charlie Kolar in the last round.
He is. No, he is. He said he was in a couple of the drafts. He's been in all these drafts. So but Marvin Mom says good drafting with you guys. Going to go DGen and watch soccer show, make some lineups. Get it, Marvin Moms. Hopefully
take it down, man.
The show crushes. I'm sure it will. That's going to do it, though, for this show, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to rumpyoursports.com, and check out all the shows we've got. Soccer going right now. We've got baseball at 5 p.m. Eastern time with Stevie Boynton in DC running through the baseball slate on DraftKings. I'll be doing an MMA show tomorrow with Buddha at 7:30. We're going to bring you guys up to lock, too. So if you're getting to that early lock, check that show out here. And I'll be back for more drafting on Sunday. I think around 1 Eastern time, I'll be trying to do a high stakes draft and then another 25. So appreciate everyone watching. Like I said, click the like button on the way out for Felix. I am JSU. We'll catch you guys on Sunday for more drafting. Until then, we're out. Peace.